Hello, hello, y'all. How are we? How are we? How are we doing? I hope you had a lovely, kind of long weekend. Not long in the actual sense, but long because we were not live on Monday. But it was a snowstorm up here, okay? We had a lot of snow. So I was like, fuck it. We're gonna stay inside. We're gonna chill out. We're gonna drink some hot chocolate. And we're gonna have a good time. Now, did I drink hot chocolate? No. Should I? Yes. It's like the winter month. It's so funny because I only end up drinking like hot chocolate in the winter months, and I swear I eat or hot chocolate in the warm months, and then I eat ice cream more in the winter months. I don't know, man. It's a weird phenomena, but I feel like it's because you're making your home so warm that you don't necessarily want the warm drink as well. I don't know. That's my thought process. That's my idea, but I don't know for sure. Um, Also, of course, the other thing we gotta chat about is a little obvious, but look, okay. We got it. Well, I shouldn't say we got it cut. Brianna cut my hair, all right, because it was heavy and it was long and it was nasty. I hate it when it's heavy and thick and nasty. I'm talking about you cutting my hair. Brianna just got home, so I'm talking about her. But yes, it's cute. I like it. It's poppin'. I was terrified at first, because I'm thinking, listen, I know I'm crazy, but I'm thinking I guess dog grooming and people grooming have no correlation whatsoever. Because I'm thinking it'd be somewhat similar to cutting regular hair, like different, but similar, right? Because you gotta make them look all nice. It is not. It was actually very hysterical because, it was like down to here or whatever, and I was like, let's take it to like shoulder or whatever. And this bitch just straight cuts the hair. I go, did you just straight cut my hair? Did you just blunt cut all the way up? And she's like, yeah. Because apparently that's how you do it with dogs, is you just straight cut and then you do like little flaring out to make it look fine. But people, you don't just straight, especially not curly hair. You don't just do a whole straight line. But it was actually at a good length to where as it's sort of like curling back up and fluffing back up a little bit, it actually looks hella cute. It's like in this little nice bob length. And the shape part looks good. We got to get to the point where we can put designs in it though. That's what we're waiting for because I want to get her on that front. I want to get those designs in. But yeah, it worked really well. And then because I was like, oh, you don't usually do blunt cuts with curly hair. And then also I was like, oh, I don't know how it's going to go with that. What we did was, had her go at like an angle. So she went back in when she was like making it less one length and did like an angle. So this is a little bit higher and then it goes down. So the bangs have that like thing where they sit like a little higher than the rest of the hair. And I'm never sure about stuff like that because I don't do layering. I don't know how like layering and all that jazz works. But since the last time I had it colored, they put like that little blonde piece there, or they bleached that piece. It actually kind of works. Kind of works well. Now you can see the rest of my head needs to be re-dyed because I look striped. Okay, I look striped. But it costs a lot of money to get your hair dyed, okay? And we ain't fixing to do that anytime soon. But otherwise, style-wise, I think it looks real cute. I'd like to go through. I need to get it. Probably need to give it some more texture. I need to give it some texture back. So I probably need to get some like oil or some shit. But otherwise, it's cute. And I'm kind of vibing with it. I think the cut works and it's chill and it's a lot less fucking heavy, thank God. Because that's always the worst, is that it's heavy as shit. And I don't want to deal with I don't want to deal with any of that kind of stuff that is heavy and nasty and thick and because I have such a hard time washing it that it makes it so much easier for me to care for it if it's a little shorter. It's kind of like a little bunched mess. And I kind of vibe check it because, like, I've had it to the chin before, but the salons always want to do ringlets because I go in, they're like, tell me about your hair and your texture and all that. I'm like, well, it's curly, but it's Irish curls, which means it's ringlet curls, so it will hold like ringlets. And you don't get a lot of that. in salons, and so every salon is like, oh, let me ringlet your hair and get some pictures. And I don't like ringlets. I don't like tight curls at all. Not natural tight curls. I'm not hating on the natural ladies. But personally, I don't like them on my head. I don't like those like long tight curls. So I'm always like, ugh, when I go in there and they want to do ringlets on my head. I want it to be a little bit more curly than this, but that's just kind of how it goes because I don't have a good brush for it, and we like a lot of volume here, which means there's a lot of frizz. But the next time I go to get it actually like fully dyed black, because I don't know if I'm gonna put color in it next time. I like the little blonde piece, and I think it does a really good job on like highlighting, you know, the front, especially with the way she's cut it. But I don't know. I think next time I just get the whole thing black. You know what I mean? Hey, Andrew, welcome. Good evening. When does the mohawk or the mullet happen? I think Invisigal's haircut could do it for you. Andrew, welcome. I had Brianna do this 2 days ago. So straight up, because I always joke that I'm her human client because she's a dog groomer, and because she washes my hair. Let me be very clear. She washes my hair because I can't wash my hair properly. I don't know why. Nobody can figure it out. I think it's because my water's too hot, but whatever. I can't wash my hair properly. And so I hate it when it starts getting long and heavy because it gets really nasty. So she'll wash my hair to get it nice and clean. And I was like, fuck it. You're a dog groomer. You can definitely cut hair. Turns out it's nowhere near the same thing, but she did a fantastic job. And it's like a cute punk version of a 1920s flapper where it's like that same sort of, now a 1920s flapper would take the bangs and do, let's see if I can grab it. Because a flapper bang does the swirl in the front. So they would do that. Right? So if it was a true 1920s flapper, that would be the bang front. But this is the exact length. It's the exact like cut. Because it's like short and then gets longer. It's the exact like bob style with the addition of the shaved side and back to make it a little punk. And I honestly kind of fuck with it. I kind of love it. So, like, I'm going to have to continue getting this. It's just that we don't dye it here. And because we don't dye it here, like, you can see, I have stripes. There's, like, a little black, a little brown, a little black, a little brown, a little brown. Like, because the dye, even though they tell you that, like, black dye, because when I got it dyed black, she's like, oh no, it won't disappear. It's gonna hold. You can't get black dye out of your hair. And everyone and their mother tells me you can't get black dye out of your hair. Once you go black, you'll never be able to change to another color, right, until it all grows out. Maybe for a normal bitch. Maybe for a normal person who doesn't spend an hour in burning hot fucking water every time they shower. Okay? Like, I had it dyed black in July. And this is my root growth, which means everything lower than here should be solid black. And it's not solid black. You see this? That's not solid black. So, you can get black out of your hair. Like, you just gotta be willing to, like, sit in burning hot water. And I like to be really, really hot. Not in, like, a actual heat sense, but water-wise, I do. But so eventually I would probably want to get it re-dyed fully black. Or I would just let it fully grow out to its regular. I don't mind the brown. The brown doesn't bother me. But y'all know I love black. So I'll probably get it re-dyed fully black and not do these little highlighted pieces because the blonde, whatever the color is going to be, gets rid of itself so quickly. But otherwise I'm fucking with it. I really do like it. I think it's very cute. And it's going to be easier to manage, which is the main thing that we're trying to do. You're born in Minnesota, but this aftermath of the Ohio blizzard, you shoveled 4 feet of snow total. Woo! Driveway, sidewalk, and deck Sunday through yesterday. Jesus, Andrew. That's a lot of snow. I mean, the Midwest used to get all that snow, you know what I mean? But it's one of those things where you're in with the snowstorms, you gotta be a part of it. 0.5 inches all over. So, Andrew, here's the funny part. The only qualm I'll make, which is not her fault because I didn't say it fast enough, was usually on my little sides here. I try to let all these little baby hairs grow as long as possible to cover up this side. Because, no offense, Andrew, this is what we call an old man side. It's where your hairline starts to pull all the way back and makes this like U shape. So I naturally, it's on this side too, except my baby hairs are still long. If I pull this up, that's how far back. You see that? All the way back? That is how far back, it's clear on this one, my old man sides go. They're very big old man balding sides. I've always had them. It's just how my hair works. It's just genetics. But I know what you're talking about when you say like your balding type of energy, because I have the sides, and I just try to cover them. But you can't do that because you guys have like a stronger gene that gets rid of it very quickly. Hi Rythan, feel free to lurk, friend. No worries. I hope you're well. I have the U shapes represent the old man side. Literally I have my old man sides. The one thing I will say about my old man sides is and this is a really interesting thing being like on, I guess being a girl in quotes, but being on like the feminine side of like growing up and knowing people. I can talk to a lot of ladies and they all have had something because of the way society works that they, you know, were insecure about or didn't like about their appearance, right? A lot of people are like, oh, I've always wanted to change my nose, or I paint my lips a certain way because I don't like how they are, or they're not big enough, right? Or I don't like the way my eyes are, or I wax my eyebrows because I don't like them, or I hate this or that, right? Or I've been insecure about my weight, or I've been insecure about my arms or whatever. And I praise my lucky stars, and I thank the world, because even though I grew up on that feminine, like, lady side of culture and of society, I am the only person I know that grew up that way, that I don't have any insecurities about, like, the way I look. Now, there are things that I would, like, be like, oh, I'd prefer this to that. Like, I'm talking about with the old man sides, right? Where I'm like, I like to keep the baby hairs because I think it looks better than an exposed old man side. But I'm not insecure about my old man sides to where I'm like, I'm not even going to bring this up on stream. You know what I mean? And I'm very grateful because they do it to women so much throughout, literally when you're just a fucking tiny baby child. They're already telling you you're overweight and shit, or fix your face or whatever it is. I'm very grateful that I still grew up in that, like, being a girl and being a woman for a while type of scenario. And yet I don't have those. You know what I mean? It's like crazy because everybody I know has at least one, and I just don't. But that could also be a part of, like, because I had this shit when I was so little that it might be one of those things that I was like, well, I had to deal with this since day one, so nothing else bothers me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so far into the you have to be okay with this or you're gonna kill yourself before you're like 10 that you don't get the option to be insecure about other things about your appearance. You know what I'm saying? So it's just very interesting because, like, I have not ever spoken to a single person who grew up femme and did not have something about their appearance or their body, whatever you want to call it, that they were insecure about. So I'm like, those are the things I'm grateful for. When I think of, like, some things where I'm like, damn, I wish this or I wish that or that makes me whatever, nervous or whatever, I always, like, you have things that you are grateful for that you don't suffer from. You know what I mean? That's one of them for me. That's very much one of them for me. Because, like, I care about what I look like, but it's not, like, it's not enough to where I'm, like, it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? Like, on a mental side of it, I'm like, oh, that sucks. Next time I'm going to change that. You know what I mean? Like, if I go and get a haircut I don't like, I'm going to be like, next time I think we're going to try this. But it doesn't run through my brain. It doesn't run through my head. Like, so that's a grateful thing. Hello, my YouTube people. Welcome. Hi, Amy. Hello. How are you doing, friend? I hope you're well. But yeah, it's one of those things that, you don't expect, but you find out as you get older and you grow and you meet new people, right? You need to hand paint blot your right hand on a t-shirt and trademark it. The shoe mark, 4 digits. 4 digits bigots. That's so funny. Actually, Andrew, you gotta save that as a marketing strategy. That's fucking hysterical. Well, that's funny. Actually, yeah, when I'm famous and I can say whatever the fuck I want, we're gonna do that marketing campaign. We're gonna do that shit, because that's funny as shit. Holy hell. You will? Good. Because I love that. That's really, really funny. No, I had, money. I mean, yeah. Because it fits so in line with all the, like, girl power shit. And I'd just be like, fuck you. One of my favorite ads is, like, a more mature version of that kind of stuff. Probably my favorite ad ever, which is kind of crazy. My favorite ad, because I don't really have ads that I like. I don't know how to explain that. You know what I mean? When people are like, what are your favorite Super Bowl commercials? I'm like, none. I don't like ads to an extent where I'm like, wow, I liked that thing. No, you're selling me shit. What the fuck? But my favorite, and probably the only one that I'm like, yeah, I love that fucking shit. They rule. Is there's a social media ad of a Down syndrome actress, and the whole ad is like her in scenarios that a lot of, I don't mean this politically, I mean it literally the way the word is used. A lot of conservative families do not believe that people with disabilities, like mental disabilities, should be allowed to do certain things, or they don't raise them in a way that respects their maturity and the intelligence that they can have. And there's an ad campaign of her, and she's an actress with Down syndrome, and it's her, like, at a bar with, like, an alcoholic beverage being like, you said I couldn't drink, so I didn't. And then it's, like, her riding a motorcycle, and it's, you said I couldn't drive, so I didn't. And then there's, it ends, like, one of the, and it follows that pattern, and then, like, the last one, that's, the one of the little ads that's in there is, like, her going, you said I couldn't swear, but fuck you. I can. And then she, like, goes back through them and is like, I can, and does all these things, and it's, like, very cool, and I'm probably misconstruing the actual pattern of it, but it ends with her being like, if you tell me I can't, I won't. Don't tell me I can't when I can, like, that kind of a thing, and it's, like, I love it. It's my favorite fucking ad ever. I'm like, you fucking go. You tell their asses. Ooh. Because, too many people, like, it's crazy to me. It's a whole nother parallel that we don't have to open. But that ad speaks so true because there are so many parents in the space who think that, who have children that are, like, mentally disabled or psychiatrically disabled or just disabled in general. And then they treat them like they are soft little precious baby miracles. And I'm like, no, motherfucker. Like, what? And if they could cure it, they would. I'm like, what? Like, the whole autism speaks nonsense where they're like, every day we research for a cure to autism. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? You're just as bad. Well, you don't think it's bad to be, like, against having a gay kid, so that's why you think this way. But you're just as bad as those bitches who, like, would turn down a gay kid. You know what I mean? Oh, that shit drives me crazy. But yeah, I love that ad. That's my favorite ad. I don't remember her name. I wonder if I Google her, because she give a shout out to her, because she's fucking fire. Mouse pads, mugs, can cozies, cell phone holder. Oh, all with the 4 digits bigots thing. That'd be funny as shit. No, and then Andrew, if you're gonna do that, the can cozies and, like, the holders on things have to be shaped like the alien hand. They gotta be that, you know, not just a picture. They gotta be shaped like that. I think that'd be so funny. And the mouse pad is just my hand. That'd be so fucking funny, bro. Okay, wait. I'm gonna see if I can find her, because I want to shout her out. Is it this one? Assume that I can. Yeah, that's what it is. It's assume that I can, so maybe I will. I think that's Madison Tevlin. Yeah, shout out to her. She's fucking fire. I would love to meet her one day. Madison Tevlin is a god, and I love that ad. The World Down Syndrome Day. It's like a campaign. That's a fucking good-ass video. I mean, shout out to everybody else who's in it. But that's my favorite one I've ever seen. Because I was like, you fucking go. You tell him, queen. Don't be nice about it. Don't be like kind about it. Don't hold their hand. They're grown ass bitches. Slap them in the face and present some evidence and say, fuck you. We'll do what we want to do. And if you refuse to let us, then you're gonna lose us. Like, hell yeah. Yeah, I love that ad. I guess it's not really an ad because it's not selling anything. So maybe it doesn't fall into that category. But that sort of, I don't know, PSA. Really like that one. That's kind of my whole jam, right? Is like, you know, I don't know. I just think she did a really excellent, I guess she didn't write it. Right? But she did an excellent job acting. So did the other actors in there, and the writers were really good at it. So I think it's fire. It's from 2024. When I Googled it, I'm pretty sure it said 2024. So it's like 2 years now. Just crazy. But yes. So, hair chopped. It's nice and cute. We got a little punk 1920s girl. I love her. She's beautiful. Have to see if I can re-dye it black eventually. Or just let it go fully brown. But for now, it's good and it's cute. The other thing... There was one more thing that I was going to bring up to y'all, which is a sneaky little surprise. And it's very, very exciting. I can't fully say anything yet, I don't think. I think Monday is probably when I'm going to be able to fully say things. But I would advise, perhaps, if you are curious and you are possibly interested in some things that may be happening soon and may be very exciting and things we like to do, I would say that maybe you should start looking at some conventions. Maybe you should do a deep dive onto certain conventions and their websites and possibly maybe find description of activities that are very similar to what we do. Because I've not made an official social post, but I have been in talks. And I have secured a spot at a big boy convention. Those are the words I'm gonna say. I've secured us a spot at a big boy convention. And I'm very fucking excited. I'm really excited. Because, hi Kimberly, welcome! Hi, how are you, Kimberly? Welcome Jamie, how are you? You guys know that for the past 2 years, first of all, it's only been 2 years, which is crazy, but for the past 2 years that we've been running our, like, voice acting activities, right? At different, like, anime conventions and stuff like that. There are a few conventions that are big boy conventions, right? Big boy cons, big boy anime cons, big boy gaming cons that we would love to get into. And I've tried for a couple of years, right? Well, perhaps I may have gotten in contact with one and may have gotten approved to run at one. And I'm not going to say the name of it, but I am going to say that it is live on their website. So either pay attention to social medias, or if you find it on the website, we got it! I'm so thrilled. So on Monday as well, when we pop on Monday, I think I'll be able to officially say stuff. Not that I can't say it now. If it's public on the website, that's why I'm saying this. I'm assuming I can talk about it, but just in case, because I have not been told whether I can make a social post yet. Yeah, we're into a pretty big convention, you guys. A pretty big convention. My dreams of, like, touring the country, running this event might actually come true. Wouldn't that be crazy? Wouldn't that be wild if I could spend, like, it probably wouldn't happen this year because we're so far, we're not far, but, like, we're getting really close into con season, and so many cons, like, plan their lineups years ahead of time. But wouldn't that be amazing if I could just travel the country, going to different cons and running the activity every weekend? Oh, would be my dream. Just like from March through September, because I don't think any run in October, except for the Galaxy cons that are in December. But that stuff, I would just be gone. Oh my god, every weekend in a new place. I could make little vlog videos, could make little shorts. Oh, that'd be so much fun. Oh my lord. Oh, we missed you too, Kimberly. It's so great when you stop by, Kimberly, because you're always a joy. You bring such positive energy. We love having you here. I'm glad you're here, Kimberly. What am I popping to? There was something that I was thinking of. Oh, ad break in like 30 seconds for my Twitch people. Okay, but yeah, I think that's kind of like the majority of what I was gonna, like talk about a little bit. And say some fun things about was gonna be the hair and the super special convention that we're going to. And I've got a few more. I've actually got a few announcing in the next couple of weeks. So if you're interested in attending cons that we're gonna be at, the next couple of weeks are like announcement city, and I'm very happy about it. And hopefully with those announcements, I can talk to more cons and convince more of them to bring us there. Okay, that would be the dream. There's also something that I definitely cannot say anything about yet, but for anyone who is, remember when I was talking about how Gal was doing like a secret Valentine thing? So we're going to be live the day before Valentine's Day, which is Friday, February 13th. I don't know what time yet, but her event is like somewhere between 3 to 8. So we'll be live at some point in there. And we are going to be playing Date Everything, because we're going to do some more characters inside of Date Everything. And I think it's a perfect theme for like Valentine's Day and sweethearts and all that kind of jazz. And there's one other special, super special thing that I cannot tell you about. But I highly recommend that you tune in on Friday. I will have an exact time closer to when we actually stream. So probably on the Monday or the Wednesday of that week, which I think is like 2 weeks from now, I will determine what time I'm actually going to be live on Friday, and I'll let you guys know that Monday or Wednesday. But there's a super special secret surprise that benefits everybody. Guys, I cannot believe it is happening. that we're gonna have while we play Date Everything. So I really encourage y'all to show up on that Friday for the live stream, because you're not gonna want to miss it. I promise. We're one step closer to our dreams. You guys, this is the year. This is the year that we're talking to people. We're making connections. Shit is going down. Okay, this is the year. And I'm so excited. With the cons that I'm talking about announcing in the next weeks, and our super special thing on the 13th. So just make sure you're there, okay? Because you don't want to miss it, I promise. Yeah, I think it's so funny because I have projects where like I'm not allowed to say anything and I'm excited about them, you know what I mean? I gotta like wait things out. But I've never had ones where I'm like, oh my god, let me post right now, you know what I'm saying? Let me say. So it's one of those things where I'm very kinda bouncy that we have so many secret special things happening. And I'm gonna try to get more and more. I do not want them to stop. So I am very much gonna try to like. I have SWAC news, but not great. No, Ryven! Oh no, I'm so sorry! Because the last time we talked to you about SWAC, you had to reprogram something that one of the other developers did, right? Were you not able to do the programming in time? Because it's due like in a few days, right? It's due like on the 1st of February. That sucks. But will you still get it done? Like, are you going to complete the game? Because I feel like well, it depends on how much work it is, right? And if you're the only one doing it, then maybe you don't want to. But it might still feel better if you, like, are able to complete the project. Oh no, our writers ended up getting sick, so they fell behind schedule. We will only have a demo. Well, demo's not bad. There's nothing wrong with just having a demo. We can still play your demo, okay? We could still play your demo. And we might, that might be the Monday, Wednesday of that week then, since we're going to play Date Everything on the 13th. The Monday, Wednesday might be, or maybe the Wednesday, I don't know. But the earlier streams in that week might be us playing your SWAC demo, okay? And playing other games in the SWAC. Hey, listen, submitting anything, getting anything submitted is better than submitting nothing. You know what I mean? We're going to try to finish the full game by Valentine's Day. Oh, fire! Well, if you get it done, let me know. If you get it done, let me know, because we might still have some time, but that's going to be rough. Yeah, I mean, like, remember, y'all are doing this as a creative project because you like the story and you like the plot and you want to be a part of it. Don't push yourselves too hard. You know what I mean? Sending something in, having something completed, again, even if it's just a demo, is still hard work. It's still a part of it, you know? It's still, like, being accomplished and feeling proud of yourself for being able to do something and how busy and what's happening, right? Because sometimes life gets in the way. And it's okay if life is in the way. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm sending you good energy regardless for your game, for yourself, for your writers, for everybody involved. Stay healthy, get healthy, and at least put out a demo. You know, we'll play your demo. And if you finish the game before Valentine's Day, that's great. If you don't, that's okay too. I hear you have a podcast. Oh, yeah. Rythan, Gal is teaching me D&D. We did a bit of a podcast last year before I was, like, going out to cons and all that kind of jazz. And Gal and I just would, like, get together and we would chat for, like, 2 hours. And then I'd post some episodes every week. I don't know if I will be, I think I might wait until we're fully done to post them this time so I can, like, schedule them to play during my convention season. So that way there's, like, something consistently coming out while I cannot record, you know what I mean? So I don't know that I'll post them right away, but this past Tuesday, Gal started teaching me, like, the basics of D&D and some of, like, the combat running and, like, how to use, like, D&D Beyond and, like, the map maker or whatever. Did you learn something new? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know any of the VTT stuff. I'm not really good at, like, the virtual tabletop kind of, like, move tokens, make maps, and all that jazz. So the second half of it was learning about all the little, like, tips and tricks that the D&D Beyond, like, VTT map maker thing has. So that was really cool because I got to learn all those bits and pieces of, like, how do you do tokens and, you know, like, what do you represent for here? And they have, like, cones and like, spheres to indicate how far something reaches on, like, the map, which was cool. And they do have a set of, like, free stickers, and they have little animated maps, which is very cute. And you can, like, put in an initiative tracker and all that jazz. So it was really interesting to learn that kind of stuff. So we're probably going to be getting together a few times. And because I think she's got a few more episodes made to teach me some D&D. Because I made an account, and the reason why I like this started, like, picking up doing these, like, episodes of the podcast after what we did last season was I wanted to make, like, a start playing account and possibly run games for people, like, run, you know, games through start playing. And I have Daggerheart up there and I have Candle Obscura up there. I haven't made campaigns for them yet. I'm still working on those two, but I know D&D is, like, the popular one, and D&D is kind of the one that everybody wants. And so I was like, well, Gal, can you teach me how to, like, game master some of the D&D stuff so that I could do it and put it under my wheelhouse for start playing? So yeah, so my start playing account is up and it's functioning. And I think because I was trying to figure out a way, because when I was making my own shows, right, like when we were doing the community Candela shows, and then we had the year last year of not being able to make any show, my struggle has always been I don't necessarily like playing virtually or casually. And that's, like, the better term for it. I'm not necessarily, like, a casual game master or a casual player. They're really, really fucking boring to me. I have no interest in being, like, that much of a casual person when it comes to these sort of, like, games. And so when I was thinking about, like, okay, well, how can I bring this thing that I like to do, which is, like, game mastering, and bring it to other people in a way that I can still be excited about it? And what I realized, like, I made my start playing account, and what I made the start playing account was I can find a mixture of, like, a welcoming casual environment, like, over the table environment, And then what makes me unique? Because that was the other thing, was like, I don't want to do virtual games because I'm just another game master doing virtual games. Like, how is that special? What do I bring to the table? Like, I don't want to just be another person, right, doing it. Aw, thank you, Kimberly. I want to run Humblewood again? Hell yeah, that's Little Creatures, right, Rythan? Yeah. But I was like, what do I bring? I don't want to do something that is not special, right? Especially as a creator in my heart. Like, I don't want to do virtual shows because virtual shows there's no uniqueness. There's no speciality to them. And so I was like, even if I do like hop on start playing and I do like game master games to other people, like paying people, what am I bringing that you're paying me for? Why don't you just go to the guy who charges like $10 more, but is like a regular game master guy? You know what I mean? He's got like all the sounds and the fancy stuff. So I was like, what could I possibly bring? And that's when I realized that the way to merge this feeling that I have towards wanting to be a bit more serious and a bit more grounded and a bit more emotional and not so casual can merge with what is my unique thing. And so the way that I set up my Start Playing account and what I'm going to be doing as like my first, one-shots or campaigns that I put on there is my tables and my groups, my one-shots that I'm going to run, and I put this in like the player description, the table description, all that jazz, are for people who want a more emotional and serious experience. So like I have a little section that's like, over the table can be like casual. You're welcome to, like have a little drink or eat a little snack, or like, hey, if you need to get up and use that, that's fine, right? But the in-game plot is going to be more serious. The in-game plot is going to be more dramatic, and there's going to be respect for players who want to play an emotional story, who want to role play like a Caleb Widogast, right? They want to be in the midst of like that big evil bad, and they're emotional, and we're not doing the sandbox. We're not doing the silly little adopt the NPC. We're not doing the, who's the cute guy selling the swords. It's a thorough, like, plot line, kind of like you're getting to be a character inside of a story. And I was like, I think that's my niche. You know what I'm saying? Aw, keep up with your voice acting. Love it. Thank you, Kimberly. That's so sweet. Thank you. How much to play in a virtual game of yours? I haven't decided, Rythan. I don't know. I have to look at what other people are charging. I need to see what the average is and what they give for the average, right? Like, are they doing VTTs and music and tokens and conversations? And so what are they giving for what cost? And then how do I justify that for myself? Because I'm going to go lower than what the average is because I don't have the experience of doing these online with a group of people that I don't know, and we're not filming it for a show. You know what I mean? So I definitely am going to go a little lower until I have some more of that experience on how it works in that method, and then maybe I'll raise it up, but that's sort of where I was putting my niche into. And I don't even know if there's a market for people who want to play games like that. You know what I mean? I don't know that anyone wants to play games like that. So it's going to be more of an experiment. And I'm not looking to have it be like, Start Playing is going to become my income. If it is, that'd be fire. But I'm not looking for that because I don't even know that there's a market for people who want to play a more dramatic, more emotional, more serious story. But I do think that's the way I can bring my uniqueness, because I know how to tell a story that is deep, that is emotional, that is dramatic, that is serious, in a way that everybody that is a player can feel comfortable being vulnerable. Because that's a lot of the reason. Now, there's escapism and stuff too, but a lot of the reasons why people play, when they play like D&D or they play whatever, and they make a silly little guy, or they adopt an NPC, or they go off and do a silly little side quest, or they become murder hobos, is because you don't need vulnerability to do funny little things, and to do silly little jobs, and to do whatever, right? That's not vulnerability. You don't need that space there. You don't have to come in willing to open up to your insecurities. And that's totally fine. I absolutely am so glad that people can just hang out and have fun with their friends. But I know how to handle a space and a group of people who are like, I kind of want to touch. I kind of want to open a little bit of my insecurity, a little bit of my vulnerability, and explore what this feeling is and explore what this emotion is. But if you're willing to be vulnerable, that means that's really fucking scary, right? Because that's literally the definition of that word. So I know how to create an atmosphere that is like comfortable and safe and respectable for people who want to explore those things. Now, obviously, there's some topics that I can't talk about, right? Like, I'm white as fuck. I'm not gonna have a whole campaign that's dealing with like racial prejudice because that's not my place to tell that story. But if you're like I was watching like Private Nightmares season 1, there's a character who is like a gay character and they have to go into a church and holy water burns him and he thinks he's screaming and crying and he thinks it's burning him because he's a vampire, and of course holy water burns vampires, but in their universe, in the vampire world, holy water does nothing to vampires. It's his brain like making his body be burnt, because he's a vampire, right? It can do that, by the holy water, because instinctually he doesn't like being in a church that hates him, right, for being gay. And so it's an exploration of like a very serious topic. So something like that, if people want to explore like queerness, if people want to explore like identity, if people want to explore loss, if people want to explore like what does it mean, like what I do as myself when I'm a player, what does it mean to be the bad guy who wants to be the good guy, right? What does it mean when you're the problem? What does it mean when you're the trouble? How do you experience that? Or they want to experience heartbreak, or they want to experience stuff like that. Those are things that I can help with and that I can administer. So obviously we're not fucking therapy. You know what I mean? You're not here to talk out your actual problems. There's a little bit of whimsy, there's a little bit of fun, there's a little bit of you know, I'm gonna be eating goldfish, you know, while we do it, but like, I know how to do that. And so I think I still need to be more specific in my wording. I don't think my start playing profile is quite as specific as I want it yet. I need to go back and reword it, but that's miles on the docket. At some point we should write a visual novel together. Rythan, I know, Rythan, we really need to make a story together. We absolutely do. It's so true. Rythan, it's all gonna depend on like what kind of story we want to tell. Because my issue is I'm not the greatest at like creating stories. You know what I mean? Hi, Dadley, welcome. Dadley, you jumped in right after I was talking about how I started an account on Start Playing to like game master games for people. Rythan and I were talking about it because, Dadley, you remember how I talk about like I don't care for casual, silly stuff. Hi, Orange, welcome. What's your style? I am very punk. Right now with my haircut, I'm like 1920s flapper punk, but I'm still very punk. These are my favorite chains that I'm wearing. It's my scissors and my lungs. Oh, and you guys, Brianna bought me this new shirt. Brianna's my sister. Look, it's Powerline. It's Powerline from the Goofy movie. I love it. I love it. See, I love it. Glorious, yes, Dadley. So, because Dadley, remember me saying that I don't care for comedy or like casual stuff, and I wasn't sure how to like translate that and like how to be different from everybody else who just game masters online. And what I realized was I can be the serious game master. I can be the person who like, you know, I might not have millions of people and that's fine, but I can be the person where I'm like, if you want to be vulnerable and explore serious topics and explore emotional topics, I can be the game master for that and create a safe space for people to be more on a serious plot. Because that was always something that was hard for me as a player, is like, I like really dramatic things. And while I love doing one-shots with every company out there, hi, put me in your one-shots. My issue was always, we'd fill out the consent checklist and there was always a whole like column of topics that were automatically blacked out and I knew we weren't allowed to talk about, right? Which makes sense if you're doing like filmed one-shots or whatever, you want to be silly and fun, that's fine. But I, like with our Catholic horror that we haven't been able to put on yet, No Mercy Brennan, literally Dadly. Like I've figured out, I think this is my niche. Like my niche for this space is I am the dramatic one. Like if that's what I want to do, then fucking do it. You know what I mean? And there'll be people out there who do want to try a casual dramatic story, where they're not the silly adopt an NPC and they're not the go on a silly side quest person. They're like, I usually am, but I don't know, I kind of want to try it. Or like I'm going through something and I really want to try and explore it in this role play. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna be the No Mercy Brennan. I love it. But like with the Catholic horror, there were two huge themes that literally in every single game I had ever played in and every single consent checklist I had ever seen were all immediately removed as like this is not allowed in our game. And in our Catholic horror that we haven't been able to put on yet are two of those things that are removed from every single game anyone plays. And that's suicide, which was a main theme of our Catholic horror and still is, and loss of children. Like pregnancy, miscarriage, loss of children. And recent loss of children. So like those two things are themes that are like always excluded from gameplay. And yet they were gonna be, and if we ever get to put it on, are still gonna be major themes of our next show. And so while I'm like, oh, I'm a little sad that I like don't get to put on this show, right? It's helping me realize that, oh, I can still help tell stories like this for people who want to experience them. So I'm making a start playing account. I don't think it's quite as specific as I wanted though. I have to change the language a bit because you can see it. It's a public profile. I haven't put any campaigns or anything up yet, but I need to be a little bit more clear about like, this is not silly fun time. This is for people who want a chance to be vulnerable and to be like hard, serious topics and emotional kind of things. So I need to be a little bit more clear about that because I don't think I'm clear enough. Because it's a new thing, right? Because nobody does this. So I want to make sure that they're understanding what it is before they like book anything. So I'll have to go through it and like check it out and stuff. Emotional damage. Literally, like I just need to title. I need to put it in super big font. Like when it's like, tell the people about what kind of table you run. Like what players are best for your table. I just need to put in really big font, emotional damage, and make that be the big theme of the table. And then in the player section, I just need to be like, only play this game if you're willing to cry your fucking eyes out, because I'm gonna deal so much emotional damage to you. And I'm gonna like absolutely slaughter every little like instinctual heartbeat piece you had left. You're gonna cry and you're gonna hate your life, and that's just how it goes. I do have one new visual novel idea. Ooh, Rythen, what's your VN idea? I'm so curious. What's your visual novel idea? I wanna know. So I am very, very curious. Hello, welcome, Ash. And is it like what's kind of the theme or the energy? Is it I don't want to say is it like my theme, you know what I mean? But is it like is it more, I don't know. Are we talking plot wise like cutesy? Are we talking romance? Or are we talking like what's the energy or the vibe? Because that would be what I'm curious about, is like what is kind of your whole concept for the VN, if that makes sense. Because I know when we were chatting, we were talking about like what's the word I'm looking for? We were talking about the whole murder mystery thing because I was watching Crime Scene Zero, and how it was kind of like, oh, you know, who could be the murderer? It could be you, it could be somebody else. So that's always an aspect. There's also like, if you want to do something that's not with people, I got a whole ass lore about all of my dragons, so we can always do that kind of a story. I'd be happy to tell that kind of jazz. Be interesting because you'd have to insert a character that they're playing as, I suppose, because I don't necessarily have a character that would be the main character, if that makes sense. There's also like, I said this before, but I'm not a big ideas person. I'm more of an interpreter. I like to be given something, like even if it's just soup, you know, and it's going right out through my fingers, and I'm doing this with like the liquid, you know, trying to interpret. Even if it's as thin as soup, I like to be handed something, and then I can fuck with it and mess with it and add things and take things away and change it. I like to change, I like to adapt, I like to interpret. I'm not usually an ideas guy. I don't usually have like I have this idea for a cool plot or a cool story and I'm gonna write it down. It's just not the way my brain works. My brain wants something that has some sort of an outline or a structure, or even if there's no outline, like a plot, just a basic there's like boy A does thing, which leads to thing, which leads to girl C, which leads to whatever, and then I can mess with it. You know what I mean? You want to do a horror dating sim? Oh, my whole genre? Let's fucking go. The MC's best friend is a secret yandere, have a few love interests, and as the player shows interest in them, they suffer accidents that get progressively worse. Yandere starts changing her hair, her clothes, etc. And then we unlock a second story mode to play as the yandere. Yo, wait, Ryden, I love this idea. This idea is fire. Oh my god. Wait, that's kind of cool. And no, okay, wait, instead of even, so you unlock, like, playing as the yandere, but I feel like when you're playing as the MC, can I throw something at you? Because I've thought about stories that are games that would have this feature. You tell me how you feel and if it's possible. Because, again, I don't know anything about actually coding and programming and all that jazz. So I've always thought about, I would love to, because there are very few that do this, to watch a story or play a game, right? Follow a story is what I'll say, where you think you're with the main character, but you're not. Does that make sense? So whether you're following somebody who dies and then you pick up with another person and then they die or whatever, like if it's a zombie apocalypse, you essentially would be following somebody who you think is the main character because you're starting with them. And then they get eaten by a random zombie and someone else, you follow somebody else who's living and then you go to whatever. So if it was apocalyptic, it'd be that way, but it doesn't have to be they die, right? So my thought process is kind of like, is there a way we could spin it where you think you are the main character until, like, you're not? Or as you play, there are, like, things happening around you that you're not necessarily involved in that is the actual plot, and you, like, as you play are like, am I just, like, a side character in this other story that's being told? Because I think it'd be really interesting if, like, let's say you're playing as one of the love interests, but you think you're the main character when you're playing, because of course you are. What else would you be playing as? And so the yandere, there could be, like, a bunch of different, other love interests, and NPC coded, Dadley, I love that, where it's like, maybe you think that you're choosing, like, lines of dialogues or whatever that are romancing these other characters, but in reality, there's, like, a main, this is not actual genders, I'm just gonna use this so it's clear. There's, like, a main dude, and you're playing as one of the ladies. And so you think that, you could romance this lady, or you could romance that lady, or you could romance the dude, or you could do whatever, because you're the main character, and your choices are mattering towards who you're romancing. But then it slowly becomes apparent that, like, no, he's the main character, and you're one of the love interests? And so, like, things are happening in his storyline with whoever he's choosing to progress with, or, like, going on dates with these other girls that you are not involved in. So maybe a simplified version, maybe some of your activities while you're playing as this character you think is the MC is like, oh, you're at your home. Why don't you pick a cute outfit and pick some makeup and get a little nice gift or whatever for him? So you're doing, like, persona style activities where you're, like, working a day job or getting clothes or buying little gifts. And then you go to talk to the people you want to talk to and you're giving them gifts, you're doing whatever. And they're relaying, like, this stuff where he's relaying, like, yeah, this is so nice of you. Thank you. Emily and I were hanging out the other day and this crazy guy ran in and, like, robbed the diner we were at, but thankfully I was a hero and was able to, like, defend her against this, so she's totally safe and fine. And you're just like, what the fuck? Like, it's almost the definition, you know how they tell you, they're like, oh, it's see, don't tell, right? That's like the main theme of filming and storytelling within a film is like show, don't tell. Except we're doing the exact opposite, where you are not the main character, so you're not involved in any of the random fucking bullshit that's happening. And you're just like, sorry, what? Why is he talking about that? Like, that's casual. And then there's just crazy like, oh, Jim and Tim and Kim and I were all hanging out. And turns out Kim, Jim, and Tim are long lost brothers and sisters, which is crazy because I was gonna date her, but I guess I can't now. And you're just like, what the fuck? I think it'd be hysterical. And then maybe you could do the thing where like you're switching into like a different character where you are playing as the MC or whatever. I just think it'd be very interesting to try and do a game where you are not the MC and you slowly realize that you're not the main character. Yeah, background character with a main character complex. Exactly. It is 100% possible. The writing would be difficult to not make the transition that isn't jarring. That's fair. And we can work on the writing and how to make it like work so wherever the plot goes, you don't feel like it's super jarring and stuff. But I just think it'd be so fun because speaking of background character with main character complex, you know those anime pictures? Some of my favorite anime memes are like Spot the protagonist and it's fucking like Yugi Moto with the giant spiked yellow and pink fucking hair, and then all the other characters are like regular brown hair guy in like a white t-shirt and brown pants, and he's like the only one who looks crazy in like a sea of NPCs. You know the meme? Okay, that is what I would want it to be. Is like the main character that you don't know is the main character is like fully has like anime syndrome of like crazy outfit, belts and chains everywhere, like hair to the nines, they look like a main character, and you, even though you think you're playing the main character, look like an NPC. Like you have just like basic short regular brown hair, there's nothing special about you, your outfit's like a regular outfit, and yet you're dude, you think you're the main character. I love the concept. I love the idea of just playing and realizing that you're not the main character of the story and that you're kind of getting all the side pieces and parts. And maybe like some of the other love interests, because you think you're romancing them, right? But so they'll start being closer to you and start becoming your friends. And so maybe some of the other love interests are like talking about like I think I really like let's say Jim's the main character. Oh, I think I really like Jim, but I'm just not sure. He's giving me like mixed signals. He said like I really need to, if I lost 10 pounds, I'd be so cute. And then he gave me a toothbrush that was my favorite color. And I think I'm gonna marry him. Because you know how in dating sims, you give them random ass fucking gifts that are stupid, and then it ups their love levels by like 20 bajillion? Like the memes from the Harvest Moon, where it's like, every day over the course of a year in this game, I went and gave a single weed to the girl I was trying to romance. From her perspective, that's probably crazy, but it made her romance me. So just the idea that you're hearing the other like a potential romance is being like, yeah, he's given me 6 weeds so far. I really think he's the perfect guy for me. I just think it would be so funny because you're like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And when you say normal things like, he gave you what? I don't think that's right. They're like, what do you mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Joey Wheeler, literally you're in here being Joey Wheeler in a sea of Seto Kaibas, and I love it. I think that would be hysterical, Rylan. Now, it wouldn't work for your horror dating sim. Because there's no way it could be horror. It'd have to be a comedy. Which is funny that you're proposing the horror and I'm proposing the comedy. But I do like your horror idea as well. My only thing with your horror idea is it reminds me a lot of like Yandere Simulator. Right? Where the whole plot is basically like every time the guy and I know it's what a yandere is, but to me that screams yandere simulator, just in like visual novel form. So I would want some type of like, I don't want to say gimmick, but I'd want to put some type of spin on it to really like lean into whatever you're trying to get at. Like, what's the core of that story? What's the thing you want to tell? What's the theme? What's the energy? What's the one sentence? This is the reason we're telling this. You know what I mean? Because if you have something like that, then I can chew on it and I can mesh with it and I can mold at it. So yeah, so for your horror one, what's like this is the message we're trying to tell. Like, this is what you want. This is the thing. Because that could really help in trying to decide like how you want to do it and all that kind of jazz. So let me know. Because I'm always down to do a horror. That's my whole thing. But I think you have to be careful about why is it horrific? You know what I mean? Is it because it's gory? Is it because it's graphic? Is it mental horror? Is it, psychological horror? Is it thriller energy where it's suspense? I want to pitch it as a stereotypical dating sim and really build the horror over time. Oh. So you want to, like, dream daddy it, but everybody's a cult leader in their basement energy. Okay. Age of Umbra horror, literally. We love that show. I can't wait for it to be back. Psychological? Okay. Here's what I'm going to suggest then, Ryden. Because you want to pull something that I actually really love. One of my favorite horror shows that I think is a masterpiece is, oh my god, Midnight Mass. Because Midnight Mass was marketed, when it very first was like being marketed and was going to come out, it was marketed as a theological introspective, where it was someone who was like DUI driving, killed a girl in an accident, goes to a small town to like reconcile with his choices, his life, and what does that mean for his faith and religion. And spoiler alert, super big, huge spoilers for Midnight Mass here. That is how it was marketed. And 3 episodes in, turns out it's a fucking vampire show. It's a horror vampire show. It's not a religious introspective. It is straight horror and straight vampires. And it pulls it so beautifully because within leading up to that point, it was obvious. You just didn't feel like it was obvious when you started watching it because it told you it wasn't that and you trusted it. So you just kind of ignored all the very clear red flags. And it's absolutely fucking brilliant. It's a masterpiece in how to do that change and that shift. Cult of the Lamb dating sim, love it. So if that's what you want, Rylan, if that's your big thing, I would argue, I think simplicity, because that also gives me like Doki Doki, right? That's kind of like Doki Doki Literature Club. Because you can romance all the girls and they're all fucking insane and crazy, right? So you could do it like Doki Doki style, where it seems like a dating sim, and the horror slowly comes out. My question what we would do is you'd start developing like, do you want it played from the perspective of like Doki Doki style, since you want the player going in not thinking it's going to be horrific, then that means that you're kind of in a scenario where you, like, they do have to be the innocent boy. You know what I mean? They do have to be the nice, good-natured whatever. If that's the case, then yeah, I'd be a little tiptoey around trying not to make a Doki Doki Literature Club. I prefer the term post-dictable as opposed to being predictable. It should feel obvious after the twist. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, right then. And what a lot of people don't realize after is predictable or post-dictable or, whatever you want to call it, is a good thing. You're supposed to be able to figure out what happens. Otherwise, you have the experience of going, what the fuck? That came out of nowhere. I hate that. You're supposed to be able to, when you watch, read, play, whatever, figure out what's going to happen. The trick is, you're not supposed to be able to figure it out until they want you to. Right? Because otherwise, the flip and the twist will feel unjustified. It won't earn. That's what people don't understand. Is no, you're supposed to have clues. You're supposed to figure it out. Because there's so many people who get upset about like, oh, it was so easy. I knew that was coming. I just guessed everything. You're doing that to yourself. That's not the author's fault. That's not the writer's fault. You're being a dick to yourself. You are the one making your experience unfun. Because you're treating it like a but you're supposed to understand it. In DDLC terms, after you finish the main story, you then play as the yandere, and you have to sneakily cause the accidents. Interesting. Ryzen, okay, tell me how you feel about this, because this is your plot, and this doesn't have to be the game we work on, by the way. I would almost flip it on its head. I would almost get rid of the regular storyline. And I would start you as the yandere. And rather than make her like over caricaturized, where it's like very clearly like I'm gonna fucking kill this girl type of energy because she wants my man or whatever. Portray in a way that seems more naturalistic and realistic the obsessiveness and have it lead to worse and worse choices. So you start as her, right? Drop the MC plot. I like it. Yeah, because what you're doing is you'll still be able to market it in the way you're thinking. And it doesn't have to be a full dating sim, right? But you can still market it in an innocent way. You can still market it as like a little love story or who will he choose. You can market it as like have you ever considered what it's like to be one of the love interests in those dating sims? Now you get to play as one. Can you win over his heart before the other girls? Right? You can advertise it that way where people don't know what's coming. And what you do is slowly as you play, this is a little bit of what we talked about. I don't remember which game, but this will pull in some of those ideas of like slowly as you play, right? When you start with her, there'll be things where she'll be like, maybe she's writing in her diary and she's talking about like, there's this boy in my class, like Tim, and I really think he's like super cute or whatever, and I'd love to get to know him more, and my goal over the course of this school year is like to ask him out before the year ends. And when you're playing as the MC, starting with a diary entry like that, you're like, oh, okay, so we knew going in that we were going to try and romance this boy. Tim must be the main character boy that we're trying to romance. Then you'll slowly meet the other love interest where she's like, oh, that's Carrie who like does the sporty one that does football, or oh, that's Tracy who's like the popular one. And you're like, oh, okay, those are my other like rival love interests. Okay. And just slowly as you play, your choices start getting a little more intense. But your character voice finds them justifiable, right? So because the first time you start doing those things, let's say one of your choices is, oh no, Tracy, who did I say the first one was? Stacy or whatever. Stacy, the sporty one, is talking to Tim. And he is going to like invite her to whatever. And I need to stop this before he invites her out on a date and starts dating her. And maybe your choice options are like, just let it be if you're the right one. Like this could be your first choice. You love that? Okay, yeah, because this is what I'm thinking, right? Is let's say your first choice is like, let it be. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, right? And then your right choice, because I'm just going to give two for right now, is, listen in on their conversation. And so let's say you click like listen in. Okay, we listen. And this one could be a fake choice. Maybe if you click the other one, you catch a little bit of what they're hearing anyways. But we listen in a little bit, and you hear some dialogue of Stacy being like, yeah, I'd love to go to dinner with you. Like, where can we go to dinner? And he's like, oh, let's go to like such and such place. And she can be like, I can't. I actually don't eat fish. I'm allergic to fish. And he's like, oh, no worries. No biggie. Then we'll just go to wherever. And she's like, great. It's a date. Then, as that occurs, you're getting internal dialogue of like being nice to Stacy, and you're still interacting with everyone, but you can have little choices that are like, oh, what are they serving in school today? Oh, they're serving like fish. Or what do I pack for lunch? Do I pack sushi for lunch? You know what I mean? Or I pack and so you start getting little choices that are like, oh no, I forgot she was allergic to fish. Why did I give that to her? But it gets more and more obsessive to where she's like, allergy exploitation was on my to-do list. Exactly, right? And then one of them could be like, oh, you know, if it's Tracy, it's like, Tracy just always looks so pretty and perfect. Yeah, tuna sandwich. Yes, exactly, right? And maybe it's even like the justification could even be like, maybe Stacy comes over and is like, oh, I totally forgot like my lunch today and I'm running late. I don't know what to do. And you're just like, oh, do you want a bite of my sandwich? Right? And you as the player also might not remember that it's tuna. And so she has a bite and then shit goes horribly wrong. And you as a player are like, oh no, I forgot. And the character you're playing as, the little yandere, is also gonna say in her little spiel, oh no, I forgot. It's just you don't realize it's in a different tone until it starts spiraling, right, to more and more severe things. Or if they're standing by a water fountain, right? Or maybe the popular girl has coffee and it's like, she's like talking to him and I really feel a little jealous. What could I do? Maybe like the I walk by just to get like listen in option is you choose that option and you're like, okay, I walked a little closer. I can hear them saying some stuff. And then she bumps into Tracy and knocks the coffee all over her. And your character, having done that, is like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, I accidentally bumped into you. And is all like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. And you as the main character will think that that's the case. You might even be a little mad at the game and be like, I didn't pick that. Until you start to realize that, yeah, you did. Because you didn't have a choice. Oh, I have to really space the moments out. Those first moments to make it a bit more forgettable. Yeah. That's going to be the key is like, they have to seem as innocent as possible. And it's fully okay. Like I said, sometimes it's fully okay if the player thinks that like it's a fault of the writing or it's a fault of the choices. Like if they think they're being telltaled, where they're like, I didn't tell him to say that, that's okay. Because that's helpful when we're lying to them, right? So, choice of be late to class or rush and rushing spills the coffee. Exactly, right? And what the player doesn't realize is, oh, rushing, she's on purpose. The character is on purposely running into her and spilling the coffee. Right? But they won't realize that that's happening until it keeps occurring over and over and over. And they might not even realize it. Because you could have a fun thing where when the character you're playing as, like, maybe finally gets confronted by one of the... maybe, and this depends on how we feel, it might even be interesting to not even make it like a multiple love interest thing. You could do just like a lead dude, lead lady, and you as the other lady. Maybe there's 3 if you want to keep more of the dating sim energy. because that way it doesn't feel as purposeful, like you're attacking one girl. But I would limit it to like 3 options for the main dude, so that it doesn't get too complicated. But yeah, and then when she finally gets like confronted by, you know, these girls that she's causing harm to, there are still choices that are like, why would you think that? I would never do something like that on purpose. And the player might even still be in the route of like, we didn't do that on purpose, I think. You know what I mean? So you're kind of like gaslighting the player because the character is so insistent on the fact that she would never do these things on purpose. But there will always be little tells like in the writing that's very like, oh, she gets angry really quickly. Or, oh, everything seems to be an accident, right? Yeah, 4 options if you count the player who doesn't really have a shot. Yeah, because you're not real. You're not a real shot. And so I think that would be good. Because then you can make friends with the other girls too, which is pretty good. I think that works well. But that way you could still, and you can really psychological horror it if you go that route, because a lot of psychological horror is not glitz and glam and over the top and jump scares and intense moments. What people don't realize about psychological horror is putting you into a space that could be reality, right? And it's just tweaked a little bit to where it makes you feel uncomfortable. And so if you're doing it very slowly, and if you're doing it very consistently to where the main character that you're playing as is like, no, I would never do that. Why would you think of me that way? Like, she does not see herself as a villain. She can't. Because what it will do is force the player to reckon with the choices that they've been making, even though this girl, the main character, keeps fucking gaslighting them. Because gaslighting is horror. Let me be clear. I kind of want to play with the lines of the main guy towards the player and make it seem like they have a shot, but in reality, he's just being nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, you have to, right? And you have to have choices that happen with him, too. Because if you don't, but it's just that his choices don't lead anywhere. His choices lead to the exact same lines and the exact same path every time when you make choices with him. And personally, I think your choices almost don't matter at all. It's just the illusion that they do. I think you might have a really interesting concept if the choices you make when you like talk to the other girls, or you choose whatever options for the other girls, all lead to essentially the same thing anyways. You just think they don't because you're playing it, right? Because I think it's part of the terrifying part of the narrative to think you have choices, and then as you start being twisted and twisted and twisted as it goes, part of the horror of your realization isn't just, oh, I'm doing these bad things on purpose. I never had a choice. It wasn't because I made the wrong choice as the player. I don't have a choice. She is doing this. Almost like the Doki Doki Monica becomes, fourth wall breaking sentient, except you don't need to break the fourth wall. Because it becomes like oh, fuck. Oh, no. Because you'll think you made the wrong choices until your options just become do it or do it. And you're like, has it always been these 2 options the whole time? I don't wanna. Now that I know I'm making that choice, I don't want to make that choice. But you've always been making that choice. You know what I mean? I think that would be really interesting. It goes to the what is it, like the Undertale boxes? When it's like, fight or mercy or whatever, and they take the mercy off the board. So, like, you can click it a bunch of times, but it, like, doesn't do anything. That kind of stuff would be good in there, too. Like, I think illusion of choice is a really good thing in horror. Do you remember the mouse effect I used in the road less traveled? No, you're talking to somebody with no memory whatsoever of anything. Explain to me a little bit, and I might. I just don't have very great memory. And the illusion of choice can also be fueled with tiny things that give you a choice. I don't know how hard it is to do, like, cosmetic choices, because if you wanted them to really think they had a choice, like, at the beginning, so they had it in their brain that it mattered, you could do something as simple as, like, should I wear an orange bow or a blue bow? And then that stays with them for the rest of the game, whichever color they pick. I don't know how hard that is to, like, keep up, but they only need one choice that is insignificant and does not matter at the very beginning of the game that is a real choice to make them think all their future choices will matter. Yes! Yes, Rythan. I just read that. The mouse moves towards a specific option, preventing you from choosing the other. Yes. I do remember that. Yes. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Is towards the end of the game, that is what's going to be happening. Where, no, you only get the one. I think it's even funny if you can click the one that's bad, but it just leads to the same option. You know what I mean? But that's end of the game territory. The bow effect is easy, but yes, I love that. Okay, cool. Because that's an easy way to make the player feel confident that their choices do matter. Because look, I got to choose orange or blue, and it led to a different choice. And from that simple choice at the very beginning, for the rest of the game, until the realization hits, where we want it to hit, they will think their choices have mattered, even though their choices haven't mattered. Because they don't get the option of not fucking with the other girls. Sure, rush to class and you accidentally spill the coffee. But if you choose to be late to class and take your time, oh no, you turn the corner and bump into her and spill her coffee all over her. You know what I mean? Like, or maybe it's not coffee. You, like, are walking past and you accidentally trip. Like, whatever it is. You could do a whole outfit. That's perfection. That's perfection. Because that's exactly what you want. Is something very simple, but very clear, that does not matter to your plot. It doesn't have to be included in, like, the writing, keeping stories similar. It might have to be in the art, depending on how much you show of this character you're playing as. But it might only have to be, you could do a single art frame, right? If it's always if it's a first person view, then you could make that choice. What, like, outfit do I want to wear? They pick the outfit, and then you see, like, an art drawing of that character in that outfit, and then you never see the main character again. You know what I mean? Yes, it changes how the scene plays, but the scene plays regardless. That's a beautiful way of putting it, Rythan, right? Your choice might affect how you fuck up the other girl, but you still fuck up the other girl. So it's like you think you are choosing an option that would not fuck up the other girl, but you always will. So, like, in the tuna sandwich scenario, it might be like, oh, you know, I missed whatever. Like, I wish I could eat lunch. You choose to give her the sandwich. Uh-oh, it was tuna. Maybe you as a player are like, wait, we have a fucking tuna sandwich, and she said she's allergic to fish. Let's tell her that it's tuna and not offer it to her. And so you choose a choice that's like, oh, I would offer you my sandwich, but it's got fish, and I know you're allergic. And so Stacey's like, no worries at all. I'm just gonna go get what they're serving for lunch. You know what I mean? And they're serving fish for lunch. Like, whatever it is, both outcomes are gonna lead to, or, like, because you didn't give her the sandwich, now she faints and can't go on the date with what's-his-face. So one way or another, it is occurring where whatever choice you make leads to the harm. And then the harm just gets more and more severe, to the point where, like, as the year ends, it's like he's mine and he's all mine. I think it would be even interesting because a lot of dating sims will end with, like, you get the person you're going for and that's it, right? So I think it'd be very interesting what if you play past that point, right? So what if you get him and you're dating. And now you're in a whole nother horror, a whole nother energy of psychological horror where now it's the type of stuff that comes in a relationship of like I am wearing a new outfit and he didn't comment on it. I mean, he didn't even say I looked cute today. He always says I look cute today. Is he gonna break up with me? Like, what is he seeing another girl? Or like you see him talk to someone else and now it's, hey, you can't like her Instagram posts, right? And you start delving into real toxic relationship stuff. That would be really cool because that's not something that gets done in games very often. Like the obsessiveness, you can bring out the obsessiveness of what happens if the yandere gets him. What happens when she gets him? And now she's in charge of this like warped relationship. And she starts putting these things in where you as a player are like, whoa, he's allowed to have female friends, but you're playing a game, so maybe they are cheating because it's a video game, and you know what I mean? So like, and you can make them very suspicious of like, oh, I saw them talking to each other. Well, let me just look at his phone because his phone will say anything. And there are texts between them, but the texts are very vague, right? And so but she's going to read into them of like, well, why would they talk like this? And so it's like that kind of a thing. And it's like a whoa. And you start you're like the toxic person in a toxic relationship with the toxic mindset. I think that'd be really cool. Ooh, we have jokes. Andrew, what do you call a wizard who can't stop telling jokes? A punderful sorcerer? That's cute. Oh, we have an ad break on Twitch. Why did the rogue break up with the bard? Too many strings attached? Andrew, I like that one. Save that one, Andrew. I like that one. That one's fun. Rollback might have to be disabled so players don't immediately go back to try the other option. Yeah, I agree, Ryben. No rollback. I think it would be okay. That would be the question of save points as well. Do you make them able to save at any point? Where they can just like save right before they made the choice and then go back to where they made the choice later? That would be a question. Because it might not be fun. I know I don't care for playing in games that you can't like save right away. But that also might be really bad for the type of story we're trying to tell. You know what I mean? So we'll have to consider on whether the mechanics of being able to save and go back matter more than telling it to the story. We could, however, do the dispatch version where it's like, oh, you cannot save in the, like, right before a choice, but there are separate chapters. So if you're willing to go all the way back to the chapter beginning, you can play the chapter over, and if someone's willing to do that much work, then I'm like, all right, go back, see the different choice, and do whatever, you know what I mean? But we'll have to discover how we feel about that, and whether or not that ruins the way it plays and the way it tells. Yes, he slowly starts to see the crazy. Exactly, right? And it could be like, I think part of, so like half of the game or even a quarter of the game could be her messing with the other girls in order to, maybe like, it depends on which side you want to explore more. But it could be like, so I'll just say part for now. Part of the game is her messing with the girls, and then she gets him. And then part of the game is her being that toxic, obsessive girlfriend in the relationship. And the you know, how it warps him as well. Because he can also be like oh, I'm sorry, like, I didn't mean to make you feel that way, right? Because when you're in that toxic relationship, for a period of it, you're in it. And you genuinely do think you are wrong. And you genuinely do think, like, you are doing bad things. Until it can culminate. Because maybe that's what it is, right? Maybe your ending is him breaking up with her. And all these things of, like, because he was friends with, like, Stacy and Tracy and whoever. And he stopped being friends with them. But maybe when she's like, oh, I, like, saw you talking to Stacy or whatever. Like, you're cheating on me or whatever. Maybe it's him being like, no, we're just friends or whatever, but yeah, okay, I'll stop. And then they are essentially the support system to be like, hey, this is toxic. and she's bad news, and you need to get out of her. And so that culminates in the end of the game of him being like the whole, hey, I'm breaking up with you, like, this isn't what I'm supposed to be, of somebody leaving a toxic relationship. And then you can choose whether you want to go fantastical and have her have a meltdown and, like, kill him or whatever, or if you want to stay more realistic where she does some crazy things. You're back? Okay, Ryden, let me re-explain. Okay, so Ryden, what I said was, we don't necessarily do 50-50. It kind of depends on what you're more interested in telling. I kind of am more interested in telling the relationship idea, but basically, first part of the game is the very subtle, the you don't realize it, we're messing with other girls. Then you win him, right? You get in the relationship with him. It's awesome. Then the next part is the toxicity and the obsessiveness of you as the main character being like in a toxic relationship with him where you are the toxic person. And that's when when your player is starting to be like, uh-oh, have we always been this way? Have we been sabotaging? Oh no. And the whole idea of her being like, I saw you talking to Stacy, like, are you cheating on me? Like, you shouldn't be talking to her. Like, what were you doing? Like, well, let me see your phone. Those little moments can actually be in the back plot line that she doesn't know about because you're playing as an obsessive character, is the girls that you had, like, done horrible things to are talking with him and trying to convince him, right, to come to reality and to be like, hey, she's horrid. You're in a bad relationship. You're in a toxic relationship. You're being abused, because he doesn't see it, right? You have to romance him enough that at the very beginning of that second part where you're in the relationship with him, he's in the victim mindset, because that's how the other person is in a toxic relationship, where they're like, oh, I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean to hurt you. Like, I am doing bad things. I'm so sorry. And so when he starts, like, talking to, like, little bits with, like, Tracy and Stacy or whatever, and your obsessive main character is being like, he's cheating on me, he's doing these things, I'm gonna take a phone, while you're doing all the crazy things, what the plot is actually happening is that they're helping him as a support group coming to reality that you're horrid. And then you end the game with him being like, I'm breaking up with you. You're like, this isn't healthy. You make me feel this way. And that's the ending where she has, like, a fucking meltdown. And that's sort of your emotional and, like, crazy ending, which is really, really fun. And you can go crazy with it where she goes, like, full on killer mode, or you can go, you know, straight, just, like, toxic spiral. That's up to interpretation how we feel. But I think that's the good outline structure, is market it as a win his heart as a dating love option, win the protagonist's heart. Yes, I want her to snap. Yeah. So that ending is the big snap point when he leaves and is like, no, I'm breaking up. I'm out of this. Don't contact me. Don't find me. I'm blocking you on all platforms. That's the snap. And it might feel a little weird to not have her snap until the very end, but I think that's important, because I think the majority of the horror in your game is the player realizing what is happening. And so you don't want that big, crazy moment until it's the payoff. And your player is finally here for it. You know what I mean? So I really think putting it at the end is the best place to put it. If I can't have you, no one can. Exactly. So she just has a whole reckoning at the end. And that's when you do the things of, like, moving the mouse to the other option and not being, I think even in the reckoning point, at some point she's like, no, there is no choice. Like, you get two choices and then you don't get them. They get taken away from you when you go to try and choose, because she goes, no, there is no choice. If I can't have him, no one can. And you're like, oh no, I've lost all control. I think that'd be so much fun. Yeah. I love this idea. Ryden. I think it'd be really chill. And I think it'd be a good horror. And I know, like, I can get a good voice acting crew together. I don't necessarily have connections to artists, so we'd probably have to scout artists. And I can write a little bit, like, I can write somewhat. I do dialogue. I'm pretty good at dialogue, but actual plot is a little bit harder. Although we've kind of spaced out an outline. and Rachel gets to voice in the game. Oh, let me be clear. Let me be clear. If you think I'm not being the toxic ass bitch, ha! No, I'm being that bitch. If you think I don't want to be the girl who snaps, oh my god, I want to be the girl who snaps. Now, if we find another girl who can do the innocence better than me, she's doing it. Hands down, end of story. Because I can play innocence very well. My voice type is not something you would expect for innocence. My voice type is not the sweet, soft little gal. That doesn't mean she has to be. I think we should break norms and break stereotypes, but I would always audition for all characters before doing that kind of jazz. But hell yeah, I'd love to play the bitch that snaps. Are you fucking kidding me? I'd love to play the hoe that snaps. However, when I was in a dating sim, you want to know who I got cast as? Because I voiced in dating sims. You want to know who I get cast as in dating sims? Not that. I've been cast as two separate archetypes. The sporty masculine one, which clocks with how I sound, and the rich bitch. Those are the two archetypes I am in dating sims, and I love them. So I'd be more than happy to be one of the other love interests who gets absolutely fucked with. If we find a good person to play the lead. But yeah. Because if she does snap and she, like, kills all the love interests, I still get to die. Like, I still get to scream. I'm having a good time. You know what I mean? And I can voice direct, which is good for my skills as well, so. But yeah, I love this, Ryden. Sounds like a fire concept. Fire, fire, fire. Write it down, because you know I won't remember. You know I won't remember, King, so write it down. Write it down. Because we should make this. We should absolutely make this. I think it sounds like fun. But we'll put it on the docket for after your... Because I know you were going to have the SWAC issues and you're still working on your own game. So put it on the docket. Make sure you remember the plot and all that jazz and what we talked about. Because I won't. And then we'll get to work on it. Robbie Damon as the boy would be my dream. Robbie Damon as the boy that you're trying to romance. Oh my god, that would be my dream. That would be my dream. It's just like, he's just like, oh wow, okay, cool. Why did I make him sound like that? But he does. Oh my god. Y'all, I was watching the new season of Matlock, the 2025 one, which by the way is fucking good, with Kathy Bates. Love it. Christian Navarro's in it. He plays, like this, unfortunately, he's like the only case they lose, which speaks to modern day times. But he plays one of their clients for an episode. Oh my god, I saw him on screen and I went, my gay daddy? Hi, Christian Navarro! And everybody was like, what? What's he from? And I was like, you wouldn't know, but he's Hector in Date Everything. He's our boy. He's our lad. Oh, it was so much fun getting to see him. He's playing a lovely gay man. It was fabulous. Yeah, it was great. It was fabulous. I love seeing actors I know. But yeah, bro, we can't afford Robbie Damon, okay? But if he wants to, it'd be fun making a horror like that. I'd be down for it. No, we would do indie folks. I think I specifically would push for casting indie voice actors. Because I think we want to give them platforms, you know what I mean? Want to give them spaces to like build on their career. That's kind of the whole energy. So I'd probably do that. But I did find a male voice actor recently. Fun! Did you find him, like, just to have him on your roster or for something you're working on? Because I would definitely voice direct it. Even if I'm not in it, could voice direct it. But that's for far down the line. You gotta get, like, everything done first. You gotta do programming. You gotta do writing. You gotta do artwork. The voice acting's last. You know what I mean? Because that script also needs to be done first. He joined the Alchemy server and dropped his card in there. I found it for the Alchemy game. Ooh, that's fun, Ryan. Hey, thank you for rating. Hello, friends. Welcome, welcome, Mr. Nala. How are you? Yo, yo, yo! Woo! We love a raid, and oh my god, I love your emotes. They're so cute. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. Hello, I'm good. I'm glad to hear it. How are y'all? Welcome, everybody. If you don't know, my name is Rachel, and I'm a punk little voice actor. I'm a little bitch, okay? We're chilling out here right now. We will be playing Fire Emblem Tactics in a little bit. Probably pretty soon here. But right now, we're talking about visual novels, and Ryan and I are talking about a horror visual novel that we could work on and create, where you play as like the obsessive, toxic girlfriend fighting for the love interest. But yeah, and that's kind of what we're chilling about right now. Feel free to chat. And what were you doing? What were you guys doing on stream? Tell me. I'm really sleepy. I just ultra killed? Hell yeah. Oh, not Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy. Thank you, Dadley. They're getting confused in my head. Huh. Hell yeah. He has one voice clip that starts with good girl, and I didn't hear the rest of it. Ryden, you gotta get that filthy shit out. No, I'm kidding. We love filthy shit here. Hell yeah. Good for him. Yes, goodbye, Mr. Nala. If you got a raid and run, that's totally fine. Get some good sleep, get some good eats, and chill out. Thank you for the raid. Yo, yo, yo. That goes to anybody who jumped in as well. If you need to raid and run, that's totally fine. We're going to bust out some Final Fantasy here in a minute. We were just chatting about horror games that we can create. But yes, Ryden, always have those people on your list because it's good to have. I would do a casting call and I'd bring in like indie voice actors and, we could have, I don't know about all the artists and stuff like that because I'm not super connected in that space, but we could open it up of just like, hey, looking for this or looking for that and have a real good time. I think it'd be fun. Happy to do it. Probably in like the winter season too, because the winter season tends to be the slow time, you know what I mean? But we can just casually work on it too. I'm always down for casually working on games, especially horror games. I love horror content. That's my whole jam. So we're always down for it. But I can bust out Final Fantasy because, guys, I was gonna, what's the word I'm looking for? I was gonna grind so that we were better leveled, like I'm supposed to be doing in this game. I was actually gonna do it on time, and oh my god, crazy work. And then I pulled up the game. Where we left off, I don't know if y'all remember, we left off where the only place you're allowed to go to is plot. It's only plot. You're not allowed to do any grinding. So I was like, well, I guess I'll wait till stream because I'm not doing plot off stream. I think the scope would be too big for Spooktober. Yeah. Right, then I don't think we would put it in a game jam. I think we would just work on it. You know what I mean? Like casually. We casually work on pieces and parts, like getting maybe somebody to help work on the script in their free time would be good. And then somebody to help working on like programming. I can handle all of like the casting and the casting calls and stuff like that. But that wouldn't be until we have like a script and we have some game work done and stuff like that. Because I'd want to be able to show people stuff we've been working on. So I think it would just be like, hey, we're looking for some people to help us here or whatever. Because once you have like, if you can get an artist that has an art style down, that's kind of like, I don't know how to put it. What I would do is any artist that gets brought onto the project, I would probably be like, hey, this is like the expected time commitment, but if you like leave, just know that we're going to look for somebody to like match your style so that we can finish it. You know what I mean? Since it would be like kind of an ongoing thing, which could be pretty chill. So, but yeah, I like the ideas. So keep it there because I'd be happy to work on the game with you. I think it'd be really fun to get that going and to do that kind of jazz. We'll see how it goes because we got little in-between moments and it's going to take a little bit before we get there. Sounds good? Okay. Love it. All right, let's bust on over to some Final Fantasy and let's play some plot, shall we? Uh-oh. I have it turned off. Hold on. Beep. There it goes. Okay. Let's play. Oh, I have the sound off too. Hold on, let me give you your sound. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Okay. There we go. All right, guys, it's plot time. Let's go. We're running back to save Lady Agrias. Or Agrius. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I always do it wrong.
If the rumors are true, the city should be free of Lionel's griffins.
Oh, the chocobo. Fuck the chicken. Eat the chicken.
Delita?
Delita?
What are you doing here?
Uh-oh.
We have ears in many places. Few things escape our hearing.
Our?
I say this for your sake, Ramza. Return to Egros. Delve no deeper into matters of royal maidens, or those of sacred stones.
What have these ears of yours been telling you?
You think to save a princess from a burning tower. In truth, you would but set her on a higher floor. There is only one person who can truly save her, and that is what I will do.
I don't know.
What do you mean, Delita?
It's simple, really. Noble endeavors do not always reach the end we desire. You cannot save the princess, however hard you might try.
Delita, we're not killing her. I don't give a fuck what you think needs to happen for the good of mankind. We are not killing the princess. And we are not killing Lady Agrius.
You do well to remember that.
Wait, Delita. What is your end in all of this? I fear I do not know.
The Dukes Larg and Goltana, your brothers, and all the rest.
Will fall.
They are all of them swept up in a mighty current. A current they cannot see or feel. I simply swim against it. Nothing more.
I don't know about that.
We'll meet again, I should hope.
I like him, but I don't think he's necessarily on, like, the good guys. You know what I mean?
Delita! Wait!
Like, our brothers are the bad guys, but I don't know, man. I think he's just part of the revolution.
You would use the princess as bait to regain the stone? I would not expect such cunning of a man of the cloth.
You've some gall to speak, sellsword. It was you who let them escape.
That I don't deny. But it was not my task to stop them.
Ooh, good point.
Still your tongue, Ludovic. We will hand Princess Ovelia over to Count Dystag as promised. That much serves us both.
Whew, okay.
But it is no concern of mine if those who know the truth of her kidnapping live. I had no hand in it.
Damn! That's the one thing about being on the evil side, is they look out for themselves and no one else, man.
Be that as it may, the Beowulf boy, Ramza, has chosen to aid the gem thieves. If we use the princess to lure them out, we get two birds and one stone.
Ha, cute.
I won't deny the truth of it. But such a plan has risks.
Hardly words I would expect from Goffard Gafgarian, the Black Bull. Your reputation would not cast you so craven.
I am cautious, your holiness. A soldier does not live to become old and grey, charging onto the field of battle unawares.
That's a fair point.
Very well. I will see that every possible precaution is taken. And let us sprinkle a trail of crumbs to ensure they find our snare.
I'll assume responsibility for the rest. You do well not to rely on that bungler anymore.
Damn.
How dare you!
I shall leave the matter to you, Gafgarian.
Your Eminence, you jape, surely.
He does not.
Go in the light of the gods.
Ha!
I fear their light is lost on this old sinner.
Your Eminence, you cannot mean to trust this to a man like that!
Slap him.
I trust things to those who can be trusted. Men who fail me time and again are rewarded in another way.
Your Eminence?
Oh. Oh. Oh, that was a little more than a slap. Oh, he did. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I guess we're the bad guys for a reason, I suppose.
Welcome.
He
Make it you're interested
did.
then. Who are
Okay.
you sending?
I can send these 3.
How long will you permit for this? Anyone you... Understood. Will that be all?
Dang.
Thanks.
He just straight dead. Okay.
Welcome.
no, I
Of
wanted the
course. Will that be
outfit.
all? Thank you and farewell.
Outfit. There we
Looking
go.
for aught in particular? Who needs outfitting?
Okay. Golden shield is still the best. No headgear. Okay. And I think mage's cloak is still the best. Okay. No bows. We do have shields, but he's got one. Ooh! Headgear for this guy. A beret for those with little time to waste. Ideal for special missions. While equipped, it raises speed. So... I think we would still want the wizard's hat. Although I guess the MP doesn't super help him, so maybe we want the 130? Hold on. That ups his magic attack. But they all bring down his physical attack. Okay, well, the magic attack doesn't help me. Because he doesn't use magic. He might use it to, like, heal, but I don't think I have black magic on him. So I feel like I should take the one that ups... I really don't want to lower the physical attack at all, though, is my only trouble here. But it does help his health a lot. Yeah, because it's 48 versus 32. Okay, we're going to take it. We're going to take it. Wizard clothing. Hooded outfit worn by mages. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do that. Adamant would bring him to 136. The 6 is not worth it. And the mage cloak. Okay.
This is your grand. Many thanks.
Okay, let's try Bertram. No daggers, no shields. He does have headgear. Yeah, I think I'm also going to beret him because I just kind of want the health, to be honest. Mithril is probably still the best. Oh no, these don't affect any of his attack, I guess. Okay. We'll give him the wizard clothing then. And he's got a mage's cloak. Okay,
This is your
confirm.
grand total. You won't be disappointed.
Oops. That's right. He joined my party. Okay. Ah, we have rods, but they're all kind of the same. Okay. Wizard's hat is definitely better for him because we want the MP. Wizard's robe would be lovely. We'll take
This is your
that.
grand. Many thanks.
Stacia, nothing. We could probably put the beret on her. It's gonna lower her physical attack, though. Brings her up to 126. It's gonna bring her up by 16 health. That might be worth it. First, just bringing her up by 8 health. I don't know that it is. I kind of want to keep her damage. Because I've got physical attack power upped by the gauntlets as well. The wizard clothing's fine, though. We can put the wizard clothing on her.
This is your grand total. You won't be...
Okay, and then Nicola. Surf and Staff is already on. Wizard's hat, wizard's robe, and boots because she doesn't have the movement. Okay. Dagger, wizard's hat, mithril vest. We could put her in wizard clothing. And keep her battle
This is your grand
boots.
total.
Okay.
Most apt, sir.
And then Concessa. Ooh. She's got a bunch. Battle folio. A book made for battle. Range 3. Ooh. What does that do? It's for mystics and whatever that guy is only. 7 attack damage and 15% parry. Might go with that. Ooh, battle bamboo. Oh, it's 3,000. I'm gonna have to sell some stuff. Okay. Range 2. Oh, so she's getting space now to attack. Pole carp in the wood of a cypress at 6. 7 and 20 versus 7 and 15. Bends when swung. Still might give her the battle folio though. I know it's only 715, but the range is 3, which is pretty good. We can at least give her. Oh, I don't have enough for the wizard robe either. We can give her wizard clothing maybe? Oh no, that'll lower it. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna have to sell some things. And then Mustadio is officially a part of our lineup here. He's gonna get whatever is left, I think. Because he's a high level.
May I help with good choice? Will that be
I
all?
want to
What is it
sell.
you're selling?
Let's find out. Doo-doo. Oh, we got 2 pistols on. Why doesn't he have 2 equipped? That's interesting. Okay. Thunder Rod we can get rid
Are you
of.
happy with your concept?
Serpent Staff, crossbows. Lamia's Harp. The alluring notes produced by this harp may bewitch and beguile those who hear them. When attacking, it has a chance of inflicting confusion. Ooh, and a range of 3. Hello, Llama God. Love the emotes. They're from Mr. Nala. They're very, very cute. I like them. How are you, my friend? 10-10. That seems pretty good. I wonder if she can... Oh, no. So specifically like a harp person. Or like a bard person. Okay, we'll keep it. Okay. Golden shields. 2 headgears to
Are you
sell.
happy? A pleasure.
Which is good. And then a couple of mithril
Are you
vests to
happy with
sell.
the price you cost?
Which we love. Okay. We can sell a pair of
Are
battle
you happy
boots.
with the price I'm off? Thank you.
Can sell a leather
Are
cloak.
you happy with the price I'm off? A pleasure doing. May I
Okay.
help with auto?
How much
You're in
did we
safe
make?
hands with me.
Did we make enough to get her that cool battle folio? We did. Okay, so she can have the battle folio. Do I have enough to give her the wizard's robe too? Ooh, I have just enough. Okay, we're gonna give her
This
those
is all
two.
good. It won't be.
And then I think 0001192. Oh, we're still in fitting.
May I come back?
I was
Any-
like, I want to see what I've got now in my actual like lineup of stuff because I would have just taken them off of her. Can she hold a pistol? Oh, she only gets 1. Okay. She can hold a pistol though? Wait, I think I'm gonna give her the pistol. I think that's fire. Hi, Fox Daddy. Welcome. How have you been, King? Are you doing well? I hope you are doing well. She's got good stuff on. Oh, let me go backwards. Wizard's robe, serpent staff. Okay. Axe. Oh, headgear. That's right. We were gonna try and give her something. Okay. Ice rod. Okay. Okay. So we didn't get anything. Oh, well, he can only hold 1 though. Okay. Didn't get anything super cool for these guys. 'Cause we still don't have a headpiece for him, huh? And then we can put things on Mustadio later. Okay. I live. I'm back to brag. Brag, Fox Daddy. I want to hear all about it. Tell me what you're bragging about, King. I'm so excited. What is it? What is it?
What is it?
I'm doing the boring part anyways. I'm looking at all their abilities and stuff, so. Ooh, we got raised. Let's go. Counter the ability equivalent to rush. He's learned it, yeah, but I don't keep that on. So this is my parry. This right now is evasive stance, but can be changed, and this is movement. Okay. Beep a deep a deep beep 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 a deep beep beep. Treasure hunter. Potions. Phoenix Downs. Okay. And back to night. All right. Try these. I'm doing a video interview with Austin Tyndall on the 9th. Yo, congratulations, Fox Daddy. Oh, I'm sending you so much good energy. Have you already planned out like all the questions you're gonna ask and stuff? Or like, what's kind of the vibe? Like, how long do you get to talk to him? You know what I mean? It's arrow and bolt attacks. Okay. Yeah, I have him on this one, but I want to save it. And I don't really want... yeah. Unicorn's magical attack power. So I don't really want any of the black mage. The thief stealing stuff is nice for the heart for a little while. But I don't really want... movement +2. Okay, so I'm holding on to the thief to get the extra movement. I don't care about this. Chemist doesn't really have anything. Knight, you would need 200 for parry, and we're back to the archer. Okay. So he is already a thief. Steal EXP is super interesting. This I have at my guard, though. Seems evasive, which increases units' physical and magical parry. Which is good. But it's like for future one. I'm interested in trying this. The unit catches thrown items that would otherwise strike it, receiving no damage and obtaining the item. Does this mean he just like cannot be hit by archers? This is what I'm curious about. So I think I'm gonna buy that just because I really want to know how it works and if it means he cannot be hit by archers. Because that would be crazy if that's the case. That would be absolutely wild. Because otherwise we keep parry on. Because it blocks physical attacks from the front or side with his weapon. Which is absolutely what we want. 198. Ooh, Cura, but we don't have a raise yet. I'm going to save for a raise. Because I think that's the most important. Black Mage I don't super care about. And we're back to Thief. Okay. I'm working on getting something set up with Mark Hawes. He's a voice acting director who has done stuff for Yakuza, Genshin Impact, and other big games. Hell yeah, Fox Daddy! Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you came to brag. You're getting so many amazing things, and I'm so proud of you. Congratulations! I'm so proud of you. Time Mage abilities. Yeah, I gotta mobilize, which is interesting. Critical quick. Units external immediately. MP is reduced rather than HP. I don't know if I want that. Yeah, these are fire. Teleport is cool as shit. But they're gonna take forever to get, so I'm not super worried about them. Chemist I don't care about. Knight I have to be at 200. Archer don't care. White Mage is 200. Okay. I don't have any solid questions yet. I'm researching Austin to make something fun. Good! I know, like, folks, they always really appreciate it when you have, like, unique and new questions. So I think that's really good to do your research. Because he'll appreciate that a lot. Ooh, that's pretty good. Well, I'm sending you fire energy. Make sure you come up with some really cool questions. Because, again, they'll love that. And I'm sending you, like, positive energy that you get even more. Like, with Mark Hawes and all these other cool voice acting people. That's crazy. The spring season is so lovely. I'm glad that all of us in this community are getting such pushes to, like, wonderful, beautiful things. It makes me very happy. It really does. Makes me very happy. I'm gonna try this. Parry's up, okay. Don't need the jump. I think White Mage is the other thing I have, but I need 200 for her. Black Mage is 200. We're back to Squire, okay. Check Nicola. Eee. She's got raise. She's got regen and protect with Asuna. Remove status ailments. Ooh. Ooh. That could be good. Let's do that. Have the remove status ailments up. Again, we need 200 for anything good in all of these categories. Okay. Do, 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 do. Let's see. I don't know if I super care about any of these. Cure Toad. We have blindness a little. I think I would just hold it. Yeah, I think I'll just hold it. The archer doesn't help me in like anything ever, so not super concerned with that. And then we might have checked her already. Manipulates the balance of creation to absorb MP. Okay. Squire needs 200. Knight needs 200. Okay. I think we're chill with the folks that we got then.
What is it?
Let's go do plot, I think. Oh, I need to make sure they've actually equipped the powers.
Very well.
He's got martial arts up. Do I have any other stuff for martial arts from the monk? I only have 38. It's not been doing much. Okay. He's got parry and movement. He has white magic up, and I don't think he has parry yet. No. And he does not have movement yet. Okay. He's on items. Aim +2. Alright, so items is what he's supposed to be on. White magic. Okay. She's also got white magic. She's got black magic. She's items and black magic. Interesting. We could have her with Cura. Not really anything else. Okay. Oh, we can put Treasure Hunter on, and then we'll change it later. She's on black magic. But I have her for a raise for white. I think I should put her on white. Yeah, we're gonna make her a mystic and a white, I think. Okay. And they're gone. Okay. Alright, plot time, here we go. Okay, so we're fighting here. Oh! We're in separate groups. Huh. Okay. It's a small battlefield for this. Well, Rams is a pretty decent, like, frontliner. So... let's give him someone who can heal, which would be Contessa.
I stand ready.
And... another attacker in Griffin. And there's 2 over here. So we'll give them a frontliner, which can be Eustacia.
We're sure to win.
And maybe Emmerich.
Let's go.
Okay, let's try it.
To battle.
To battle indeed. Oh, Lady Agrius.
Where have you got off to, Gosling? Won't do to hide. There you are.
Wait, what happened to the princess? And why are those dudes in pink?
Come along quietly now. What do you say?
Mine's my black mages are in like blue. Why are theirs in pink? Why are the ladies in red? Is this just a color thing or are they a different class?
Huh?
Ramza.
Lady Agrius is beset! To arms!
Protect Agrius. Oh, we will. She's my goat. I love her.
Only one thing for it.
Okay. So are they a different... let me check. No, they're okay, so it's just a different color thing. They're black mages and archers. Okay, cool. Cool. I was worried for a second. So we're gonna move him up to the back, I think. Because how far can he reach? Oh, that's right, he can't reach that far with the crossbow. I gotta get him a better bow. Okay, we'll try to keep him a little distance, I suppose. We'll put an aim in case they try to move forward.
Ramza, what are you doing here?
We've come to rescue you. We thought to breach the castle from its postern. But why are you here?
The Cardinal betrayed us. Was betraying us all along. He plots with Duke Larg.
Pink can be scary
We
on the
escaped
battlefield?
castle,
Yes,
but
it
the
can.
princess was retaken. I was returning to save her, and here you find me. That we should thus reunite could only be divine providence. We must hurry, Ramza. They mean to execute Her Highness.
First these, then the princess.
Yeah, I actually kind of like the pink better, I gotta be honest. I like the red colors and the orange and the pink. It looks kind of cool, but I guess this is meant to be like a blue is the good guys and red is the bad guys, so you can tell them apart. Which makes a little sense. So I guess that's fair. Yeah, I gotta get a better bow, damn. Oh my god, they're doing hella damage. Shield parry, let's fucking go. Okay. Let's get in here now. Can I hit him from here? I don't know if I can do height. I can definitely probably rend him. 35% chance? What about rend power? 44%. Okay, come on. Hell yeah, let's go. Rams is a god. Alright, we're gonna move her up here. And then to absorb MP or to silence, right? She can't quite reach anyone yet, so we have remove status elements, raise and cure. Oh, we can cure. Oh, she doesn't have any damage on her. That's weird. I thought for sure she took damage. Okay, never mind. We will just wait then. Remove him forward as well. He's gonna have to wait too. Stacia can start moving. Oh yeah, I want focus on. Hell yeah, physical attack +1. Let's go.
Now's the time.
Hell yeah, it did.
My aim
Now,
is true.
this is probably fully gonna kill Emmerich because holy shit, I need to get a better bow for him. The crossbow is not good, dude. Yeah, he's just dead. Okay. Shield parry, let's fucking go. Agrius is awesome.
Onward.
Okay.
No mercy.
Love it. Let's go, queen. And she inflicted silence. Hell yeah. Fucking god. Okay, okay. We're still fine. They destroyed her helm. Okay. We're still good at the moment. I'm gonna kill the sorcerer, because I think that's the best move to make. I want to do this martial arts jazz. Turns in a circle, striking with backhand blows to attack adjacent units. But it doesn't seem to do much, because last time it wouldn't work, so I'm just gonna do it. Let's see.
You're finished!
Oh,
Do
hell
not
yeah!
let them win.
We took him
I must
down!
go strong.
Let's fucking go. Alright, we're gonna have to start bringing her this way, I think. So that she can get to raising... Yeah, her raise can't quite hit yet. So... Lore? Yeah, literally, Daddy. We're getting some good-ass lore. Can I steal his MP even though he's dead? Oh, these guys have MP too. I guess I don't need to steal it at this moment. So does she need healing? No, not yet. Alright, we might have to wait again. Let's move him in as well. Start dealing some black magic damage. 67 will kill him. Hell yeah, it will. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna bring her into the sorcerer. Because I don't think she can raise. No, not yet. How much damage does she do? 84. Oh, he's still gonna get to cast it, but...
my luck.
If it was on her, that means he's gonna kill himself, too.
My apologies.
Okay, so he might have done her damage, but he also killed himself. Because we went and stood next to him. Hell yeah! Let's fucking go. Y'all bitches don't stand a chance. You don't stand a chance. Let's fucking go, dude. Ugh, with Lady Agrius on the field, literally we can beat anyone. This is crazy. This is wild. Okay. We're down to 10 health, but I don't even care. We're gonna get up here and kill a man. 64, do it. Hell yeah. Alright, we're trying to move her this way. Can she get down into the water from there? I don't know if she can. We're gonna try. Because right now she cannot reach him to raise him. I'm trying to get her over there to raise him. Maybe we should focus on magic here. Do we have to restart simply because I can't get her to the ground? Oh, she can get to the ground here. Okay. Then next turn I should be able to get her over there to raise him. Yeah, because she can't quite reach. Okay, but her cure doesn't need to hit any of us. No. So we're gonna evasive. I'll keep moving him forward so he can kill some bitches. Ooh, he can't quite reach Rams at a cure either. And he can't reach up there to do damage. Dang. What if he goes like here? Can he reach Ramza there? No, still can't reach. Okay. Well, and we can't reach Eustacia with any of these movements, right? Not quite. Okay.
I'm not dead yet.
Nope, you're not, bitch. And we're gonna go straight in here and attack an archer. Nice damage. Let's go. Lady Agrius can deal with these guys. Straight dead. I love it. It's fine. We can take Ramza out. I'm not worried about that. Okay, I'm a little more worried, but if I can get her... Uh-oh. She can only move one square? Ah, shit. I gotta restart, don't I? Damn it. Well... we would have won the battle if I wasn't so bad at the game. Oh, we do have to change the formation, though, because... it won't skip through the dialogue, because... I have to have somebody who can raise on the side with, Emmerich, because that did not go well. Or I guess I could put Emmerich over here. Yeah, what if I
Certainly.
put Mystic Girl over here? And, Emmerich over
Understood.
here. And then on this side, we'll keep
We're
Eustacia.
sure to win.
But we'll put Nicola
Understood.
so that she can heal Eustacia.
It's time.
And then we don't have to worry about Emmerich dying so quickly because he's got a fucking crossbow and I need to give him like a long shooter bow to actually be willing to do any damage as an archer because otherwise he has to get too close. And him trying to get that close is just not helpful at all. So, okay. Because he's not even going to be able to hit anyone from here. Nope. Okay. Physical attacks. Alright, well, let's at least cast some shell on us, I guess. She can also do black magic, so we're gonna go ahead and do some fire. Ooh, I can't quite reach up there, but at least I'll hit the archer.
Ramza!
Get in there, Lady Agrius. Kill a bitch. Yes. God, she's amazing. No words for how cool she is, man. Alright, they took off her headpiece, which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. Okay. I'm gonna move him forward. And then we'll put him in an evasive. We're gonna move her forward. And then she's got white magic on. Oh, the book gives her physical attack range. Oh, interesting. Can she hit from back here then? Not quite, because that's considered like 2 out. Okay. That's good to know. I didn't realize that that was a thing. Okay, we'll bring her up here then, and we'll evasive her. Huh. Okay, cool. We'll move Eustacia in a space where she won't get hit by all the things that are about to go off, I think. Oh, that Fyra was... That Fyra's on those 3. Okay, so it's not going to hit anyone. But it won't hurt her moving in either. We're going to do focus. I should have done that the first turn. I think this is her first turn. So I think we're okay there. Protect worked. Cool. Fyra won't hit anyone now. But that's okay. Apparently, magic does... No, I must have done the tile. Yeah, because I couldn't quite reach her. Okay. So we're going to put him up here to give him a little distance. And then we will do some fun archery. Of course he can't hit anyone because he has a fucking crossbow. Swear to God, it's the most useless weapon in this whole ass game. Is that goddamn crossbow. Okay. There. He's doing damage. Now... I might... Can she cure herself? I never know if they can cure themselves. She can regen herself. Can she cure herself? She can. Okay, so... If I bring her in... I don't think cure will hit... Oh, it will! When does it go off? Right now? Okay, let's pop it. Give some good recovery. Heal them both a little bit. Okay, Lady Agrius took a potion. That's fine. They're gonna target her. Oh, wait, can she not die? Or does she just, like... Do we just have to, like, win the fight? Or she can't die even during the fight? Because if she's not allowed to die during the fight, I might be in trouble. Huh. She might not be allowed to die during the fight. Okay, well then let me go attack this sorcerer. See how much damage I can do. I can KO. Okay. So that's good at
I must
least.
grow strong.
And then I can heal her with the mystic. So we can put some cure here. Because that way... Alright, now we can bring Eustacia in. Let's do some damage to this sorcerer. Thank you very much. Solata. Thank you. Okay. Yep. We knew that was coming, but the cure keeps Lady Agrias alive, which is good. Ooh. I don't like that Nicola's down. That's not great. That's not great at all. Puts him at, what, 4 in the lineup? That's not bad, right? Of course you can't hit anyone from there, because I don't understand how bows work. And I will never understand how bows work in this game. Alright, because I want to go for her. Then I'm going to move her forward. Because what's her... Oh, now she's going to have to raise Nicola, though. So I'm in the same predicament as last time, unless I can kill these bitches quickly. Which is not good. Shoot, I needed to keep Nicola alive, didn't I? Well, shit. Okay, well, let me at least attack while I'm here. Oh, she does 3 away. Okay, so let's put her here. Maybe, and try to get her out of there very quickly. No, because it was down here that she could only move 1. So let's try here. She still can't reach them, okay. What if we put her here? Nope. She's just in a spot where she can't do much. Maybe I need to, like, really put her on the other side. Shield parry, damn. Okay. Judgment Blade is great. I know Lady Agrias can raise, too. But her AI is probably going to want to focus on these guys, which is the trouble. Yeah, that's fine. You can attack the Mystic. I'm going to try and run her over as quickly as I can. I don't know if it'll be enough, though. We'll go to this guy. Trade attack. Okay. Stacia can move in to kill this guy. Because she does not have raise. No, she's not quite there yet. Go ahead and kill that guy, which is good. Aim +4 kills Emmerich, but I don't super care. Okay. We're getting closer. We're not quite there yet. We can cure Lady Agrias, I suppose. Oh, okay, I did it on the unit, I think. Well, that's great. She Phoenixed down Emmerich, but that's not the one I need. I need revived. Okay. Okay, so whoever 2 are on the right really have to be able to handle their own. Or I'm in trouble because I can't raise them. Which is kind of the predicament that I end up in. Oh, we're so close to killing him, but not quite enough. Okay. Well, we're about to find out if we have to redo this once again. Damn it, now I healed him. Which sucks. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna have to do it again. Alright. So, maybe we just fully gotta put her on the other side. I think maybe we have to put her... We need a tactics sequel. Yeah, I mean, this game has been awesome so far, so... I'd be down for one. Especially if it was, like, made nowadays, so it'd be a little bit more modern. Because some things annoy the shit out of me from this game, but it's definitely because of age that it annoys the shit out of me. So, I can keep her over here. But I have to keep her farther in the back, I think is the issue. Is I keep wanting to throw my mages right in the center. And I need to stop throwing them right in the center because then they die.
I stand
And it doesn't help. And I can't revive them. So I just need to be smarter about how I'm doing it, I think.
Forward.
Because I'm being an idiot and I'm running my mages into battle when that's not how mages work. Oh no, indeed, Dadley. Oh no. Oh. But this is also how I like to play tactics. I like just fucking around and finding out, you know? So, I need to keep her back here, essentially, is what I'm gonna do. I need to keep her back here. So, can we do like a regen? Yes, but we're gonna need to move behind Eustacia. So let's cast a regen on these two. How about that? Ramza! I love it. Kick their ass, Lady Agrius! Let's go! Hell yeah! She's such a queen. She's such a fabulous queen. Yeah, because then if they're both back there, they can't reach us yet either. Ooh! That was a dumb mistake, Mr. Sorcerer. You are gonna be slaughtered! Goodbye, bitch! Ooh, that was stupid. Oh, regen hasn't go off. Alright, then I'm gonna use her to try and cast Protect. Let's see if we can get it. Alright, our Mystic can actually stay on this side as long as we keep Nicola alive. So we're gonna move our Mystic in. And we'll keep her as our curer for right now. I don't think she can attack sitting here. It's too late to check, but you can bring him in to be ready to also deal some black magic damage. We're a little too far out. Okay. Alright, we will wait then. Okay. Missed Eustacia with the regen, but we got it on Nicola. So it's better than nothing. Missed Protect on Nicola, but got it on Eustacia. Okay. So they've got one each at least. I might put her like here. Let's see if we can attack from here. We can hit the tree. That's very funny. Okay, let's bring her like one more forward. I need to be... Rachel, be careful. Because... remember like before, you don't want to be... bringing her too far forward and letting her get slaughtered. Just like that. Exactly like that. Hey, 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 hey. Okay. Because now we're going to get hit by our own Fyra. And if I put Eustacia here, she's going to get hit by the Fyra too. Can she kill him before he gets a thunder off? No, she cannot. Okay. If she cannot kill him before he gets it off, then the smartest thing to do might be to go after the archer.
My strength wanes.
132. Holy shit, we got a critical. Because unfortunately, remember I said I need to keep Nicola alive? I think I just got her killed. Yep. Boy, I cannot seem to do that to save my life, can I? Jeez Louise. Probably gonna have to restart again, I swear to God. Okay, well, I can't reach anybody. So I guess we just evasive. Alright, I'll start bringing her over. I don't think it's gonna do much, but I'll try. Maybe he can at least slaughter quicker. Black magic, Thundara. How much would it do? 70? And how much would Blizzara do? 67. Okay, so we do want Thundara, probably because we're in the rain. Will it go after him, though? Right? Because when does it... what does it put him to? It puts him to 3? So who's the dude after him? It is him. Shit. And Thunder goes before him, or goes after him as well. Shoot. He's only got cure for white magic. What if I put him down here? Does this do anything? Still be only him he can reach. Alright, we'll do a little cure. No, because he can stand next to her because it's going to put him on 3 as well. Alright, we'll just have an evasive. I don't like it, but we're going to have to. There's not much I can do there. At least she shield parried that. That's good. They can try and deal as much damage as they want to you, Stacia. Ooh, I can't quite get up to the archer? Ah, that sucks. Alright, I'm just going to attack him then. We'll do a good chunk of damage. Lady Agrius is going to go for the archer. I love that. That's awesome. We can't quite reach her, so we're going to go behind this guy. Do some good damage here. Nice. She can only move 1, but at least she's moving faster now. There's no point in silencing those guys because they don't use magic. We don't need to cure anyone nearby. We're just gonna... Oh, can we... How? Well, it's too late. I need to check her attacks faster. But is what it is, I guess. We can definitely black magic from here, right? Okay, so who's that dude at 3? It's the front runner. So I need to hit the guy that's on 4 in order to actually deal any damage here. Oh, Thundara puts me too high up. But Thunder and Blizzard and such don't. Okay. What? I can't hit him from there? I will never understand range in this game. It's never gonna make a lick of sense to me. Fire does 43. Thunder does 72. Blizzard does 72. Okay, we're gonna do a Thunder on Mr. Unit. Thundara will hit himself, which is great. We love that. You can hit my boy all you want. He's still gonna hit the bad guy, which is great. Okay, he's gonna go for Ramza. Eustacia is still alive. Ooh, she got poisoned, but she's alive. She's alive. We're just gonna run up to this silly little archer. And we'll cure ourselves, even for the teeniest bit of recovery. Lady Agrius is gonna go in and kill these bitches. Oh, she killed my guy, too! I guess it was worth the sacrifice. She killed mine, but she killed 2 of theirs. So you know what? Yeah, queen, I would have done it too. Friendly fire. I love her. God tier. She's a queen. She does nothing wrong. Not a single thing wrong. Alright, can I get close enough to raise? Oh, but I can't raise in submerged. Okay, but she's still got another round. She's still got another round.
Gotta keep fighting.
At least we take a little bit of health back for Eustacia, which is good. 54 damage. Ooh, cloak evasion. I love it. We're gonna get into this archer. We're gonna kill this bitch. Kill that hoe. Hell yeah, she did. Okay. As long as we can get footholds to raise, then we're fine. Hell yeah, let's go. Okay. Perfect, let's go. We just won. Fuck yeah.
Lady Agrius, are you all right?
She's fine, she's a queen.
I'm fine, but we cannot afford to tarry. They're taking the princess to the Golgolada gallows. It's not far, but we've little time.
Of course. With all haste.
I love it. Victory is yours, let's go. Hell yeah. Yes! Wait, I officially get her? How do you want to do this? Literally. Wait. I officially get Lady Agrius. Let's fucking go. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh, she's the best. She's a fucking god, bro.
Yours.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, I love this bitch. Oh, I'm so excited. She's a fucking god. Hell yeah, let's fucking go. New stock available at the outfitter. Ooh. Let's see.
Greetings.
Is it because
Come
I got
bring this outfit.
because I got our queen? Lady Agrius? Well, not really. She can't do too much. She can take the golden shield. We'll take the golden shield. And the golden helm and the golden armor. Diamond bracelet. Bracelet embedded with shining jewels to enhance physicality. While equipped, it raises physical and magic attack power and grants immunity to slow. Oh, we're gonna let her keep that. Fuck yeah. Oops. Let me just give her the golden helm. Hell yeah. With the golden shield.
This is all grand. It won't be.
Love her. She's a goddess. A goddess. I love her. Okay. He still doesn't have a headpiece. Which is a little annoying.
Will that be all? Come back any.
But now I can equip someone with her mithril shield.
well.
He doesn't need it. Golden. Platinum dagger. Can he take it? No, he's not allowed to have it. Can he take it? No. She's got a two-hander. She can't hold it. Can she take it? No. She take it? No. He can't. And then we've got the level 8ers. Okay. So we might just sell it then. Oh, are some of them back from whatchamacallit? I think they are.
Update you. You're interested then?
Oh, no. Still in
Will
progress.
that be all?
Huh. Okay.
Thank you and farewell.
I know. I need a better bow, and I don't think this guy sells it. Thank you, Dally, for reminding me, though, because I fully would have forgotten. Let me see. No, he doesn't sell bows. Clockwork City of Gog sells bows. Is that this one? All right, let's go back. Because I need
Welcome.
a
Good
better
choice.
bow. Because the crossbow sucks balls. 4-4. Oh, they're all range 4? Boo. Well, shoot. They don't have the good one. There's one that had like a
May
huge
I be-
range.
I'll wait you.
So we're gonna be stuck for now, it looks like. Alright. I think we can keep doing plot. Because our guys aren't too far behind. So we're gonna keep doing plot. We're just not gonna bring Emmerich. Because his bow sucks. Ooh, 2 groups once again, huh? We're gonna have people under there and then some folks with Ramza. Okay. So we're gonna keep our mage boy, I think. Oh, he's level 10. Maybe we won't keep our mage boy. Let's put the mystic up here. And then maybe
You have my
Bertram.
strength.
Then we'll put
Nothing can stop
Eustacia
me.
and either Josian or Nicola. Can she raise people? She doesn't have white magic, but does she have like Phoenix down? She does. Okay, so I think we'll bring Josie in. If the crossbow suck nuts, does that make it more powerful?
Yes.
Yeah,
of
it
course.
has like a damage of 4 or something instead of the other ones. But I remember there being one that had like a lot better range.
It's
But I think it was in an earlier town. That it was like a little less strong, but it was better range.
Got any words to leave behind, Highness? None, then. Very well.
Love it, Queen.
Is that?
The enemy! We are come for the princess. Stand down, or take her place on the gallows.
And the trap is sprung.
Hi, Gafgarian.
Trap.
Oh! I didn't expect it to not actually be the princess. So they just straight gave her to Duke Larg. Uh-oh.
Ramza. Ever the gallant fool.
Uh-oh.
What have you done with Lady Ivalice?
They gave her to your brother.
I've done naught with her. She's a Lionel. What of the gem?
Gem?
Might we spare ourselves these tiresome fates? I speak of the Cardinal's gemstone. The one who stole it travels with you, does he not? I would have it surrendered.
Oh, no, indeed.
If you want it, come and get it.
We might be a little
So,
outmatched.
the boy now thinks himself a man. Very well. Let us finish this like men.
We might have to put Lady Agrias in this party. I might be overestimating us just a tad. Because they've got two, time mages up there.
It is not too late to change your mind, Ramza. Return with me to Egros. Your brother Dystark would fain forgive what's done. He said as much himself.
Nah, he a liar.
What is it that stops you? Chivalry? A tired relic? Neither justice nor loyalty ever filled a man's belly. However you may pretend, you are a noble. It's in your very veins. And a noble rules over and uses the small folk as he sees fit.
We're in a lot of danger, Dadley.
Lesser men can only dream of having your lot in life. So forget this foolishness and be who you were born to be.
No, I will not. The foolishness is believing that our blood dictates
Yes.
our destiny. I refuse to exploit others simply because I was born a Beowulf.
Yes, Ramza.
Even should it mean defying my brother, I will be true to myself. I will play no part in his foul plots.
Foul? You would paint your brother's deeds as foul?
Yes.
For generations, House Beowulf has possessed great military might and the influence that comes with it. As its lord, your brother simply upholds the duties of his station. You of all people should know that.
Nope.
What you call foul, I call necessary. Deny it all you want. This is the way of the world.
My brother and Duke Larg seek to ignite war to further their own ends. Yet who is it that would be made to suffer? It is the soldiers, who fight and die with their names unknown to their lords.
Mm-hmm.
It is the veterans, who are cast aside when their swords are no longer needed. It is the common folk, who are bled dry by taxes and levies.
Yes, Ramza.
After 50 long years of conflict, the kingdom was finally beginning to know peace again. But now a privileged few would shatter that peace for personal gain. If such a thing is not foul, sir, then pray tell what is.
He's a revolutionary.
A man does not eat an omelette without breaking eggs. It matters not whether he is born into abundance or no. Progress exacts a price, and that price is paid in blood. Such is the ink in which history's pages are writ. Look around you, boy. Ivalice rots from within. Your brother would carve out the root of its decay, even if it means his hands must be soiled. Come then.
What rot, bro? Holy shit, his range is huge. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Racial voice on Final Fantasy Tactics 2? Chocobo and Princess Isabel? Yeah, that would be hysterical. Sure, you can voice a character. You're the chicken. Alright, I'm gonna try and get a time wizard on our side. We're gonna try and charm them as best as we can. Oh god, we're so fucked. Miss, good. Oh lord, okay. Weapon parry's good. Jesus, weapon parry's great. Love to see that. They're hasting, okay. They're slowing, okay.
For the sake of progress, you would see Lady Ivalice sacrificed. I will not abide it. I will not stand by and watch her made another teacher.
Yes, boy!
Forget Zeepton. That was not within your control.
And this one is.
And many things are to an heir of House Beowulf, and you have a duty as such. It is your fate to see that duty fulfilled.
As it was my fate to let Tetra die.
Mm-hmm.
No, fate had no hand in that. Tetra died because I did not raise a hand to save her. I've lied to myself all this time. It was my own inaction that killed her. I will not forget it. Not for as long as I live. Come on.
Hell yeah. Chicken added to resume with coleslaw and a biscuit? That's funny. Alright. We're gonna start some rending. I hope this shit works. 27% chance. Boy, oh boy. How much does rend power do? 34.
There!
Let's go. King. Alright, we're gonna start our stuff here too. I can't quite reach them. I'm gonna try and get up there and silence the big boys is the plan. Can I attack from where I'm standing? Yes. Nice.
Excellent.
Alright, Eustacia can move in here. We're gonna try and move towards the archers, because I don't give a fuck about all these knight people. I'm gonna have her go and use, her focus ability to give her physical attack up. Nice.
Victory awaits.
Now, she's got black magic as well as Phoenix Downs. And apparently her attack hits everywhere? What the fuck does she have? Oh, okay. I don't know why it's giving me so much range, but... Now, I do want to get her out of the way of people, though. Because if she goes down, I can be in trouble. Can I still black magic these two down here? I can. Won't do a lot, but it'll do something. Okay. Okay, haste goes off. On both of them. Oh, jeez. Yep, I know she gets slow, but that's okay. At least we do a little damage. Aim +7. Jeez Louise.
You lackwit! You refuse to see reality for what it is. Listen to me, Ramza. Every day, someone, somewhere dies without your knowledge. What is the life of one girl when weighed against the greater good?
It's not the greater good. It's you.
I see no good in using people. Only deception and death.
Okay, but like, even if the argument was, oh, you know, like, you can't claim it's a greater good. Because let's say it's, oh, what's the greater good to one girl? But you're not the greater good. You just want to be a dictator. You know what I mean? You're not saving the planet. You just want to be a dictator. Like,
I will not stand by any longer as innocents fall prey to your good.
Exactly.
I will not let you harm the princess.
Then you seal your fate. You stubborn fool. Come then.
Oh, no. Oh, he's hitting the time. Oh, he's hitting our mystic. Okay. I don't like that. Now I can't get up. I can't get up to charm the time wizard. Shit. Can I move to charm the archer? I can move to charm the archer at least. Let me get in the archer charm range. Baby girl. 65% chance. You know you want to work for me? Hell yeah! Let's go, Bertram! Hell yeah! A queen. We love her. Yes, get that time mage. Deal that 40 damage. Fuck yeah. I love it. I love it.
Come then.
You wonder if there's a lawyer or doctor named Dictator? Probably somewhere. He gets to go again before she does? Oh, he's been hasted. Fuck. At least I caught the archer who's been hasted. I forgot that he's been hasted. Damn.
Who's stronger now?
Oh, I love all the misses. Let's fucking go. You leave her the fuck alone. Okay, attacking each other. I love it. Casting slow on Eustacia. Okay. This is kind of exactly what I want. I just want to keep rending these guys as much as possible. I'm gonna do it to... That guy got his power lowered. So let's rend power on this guy. Oh, miss. Damn. Sometimes I miss too, unfortunately. Do I have the ability to... I don't think so. I think I took it away because I gave it to martial arts. So we're gonna wait here. Eustacia is just gonna keep going in for the kill, man. I want to get her up to that time mage. But I'm gonna put her here for now so she can deal some damage to the archer. Which I think is still a good hit. Oh, and it missed me and hit their archer? Let's fucking go. Don't you kill her. Oh, did she get Damn, that charm only lasted a round, huh? Well, could I interest you in a recharm? Actually, I want to charm this bitch. This is who I want to charm. Can I charm the time mage? Hey, baby, you know you want to join our cause. Hell yeah, let's go. Bertram is a ladies' man tonight. Hell yeah.
Taste this.
Doesn't that hit her too? Oh, nope, just him. Okay. Don't kill my Josian. You leave her alone. Literally the Glorbo. Alright, we're gonna bring her over here. I actually don't know how close we have to bring her to throw a phoenix down. Right there. Okay. Yeah, they might go immediately for our mystic again. But again, a distraction is a distraction. We'll take it. Yeah, I don't like that they're gonna try and kill her. Going for Bertram again. Okay. When does my charmed time mage get to go? Shoot. Alright, but we got the mystic back up. So in theory, if she's still alive, she can do, a raise on our Josian girl. These knights are following him, which is good. Gravity. Okay, okay. 50 damage is good. Thank you, queen. Thank you. Slow again. Oh, because she missed. That's funny as shit. I'm going to try and bring these knights to me. Because I feel like that's the way to do this right now. So just try to have them focus on Ramza. Because I'm not worried about the knights. The knights don't worry me in the slightest. So, like, they are not my concern.
I'll not last much longer.
We're going to move her in a spot where she can raise. Can she raise from here? Yes. Okay, so they can just hit each other, which is very fun. Ooh, and then I can move her? Oh, hell yeah, we're going to move her all the way back.
I'm not dead yet.
No, you're not, queen. I can't quite... They're blocking your way to the time mage. So, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go for this archer and deal some damage here. Oh, evaded. Dang. All right, we'll try and go up towards the knight, I guess. All right, did get slow on her.
On your feet.
We got a raise for our Josian, which is good. A miss! You can miss a raise? Oh, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We just had a miss on the raise, a miss on the gravity. Oh, we might be fucked. We might be just a little fucked. We were doing so well. We were getting all the low percentages. Like, look, we're getting the misses on the rendings. We were rending everybody else. Oh, no. Uh-oh. We were doing so well. So well. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. Huh. Okay. I I think we might have to restart because the raise didn't fucking work. The fact that you can miss a raise is crazy. And now I have to move back into range to hit a raise. And I'm gonna have to do it on Bertram. Oh, God. 99%, and we missed it. Oh, boy. At least the haste missed. Jesus the Lord. Yeah, now we're done for, because I don't have anybody who can raise them back up. Okay. Yep, we're gonna have to restart. Alright, we'll give it one more try. We'll give it one more try. I don't think our formation was bad. I actually don't. So I think we're okay there. And we're gonna have to do a lot of skipping anyways. Because of all the dialogue in between. Can I... Now, if I go here, can I steal the heart of the archer? No, it's only 3 ahead of him. So then I'm gonna continue to move him in this direction of the Time Wizard. Because I think it makes the most sense to try and put him this way. Because the archer will go for him, which puts her closer as well. I want these 2 knights staying on Ramza. Because it keeps them off my Mystic. And it'll keep them off Josian in a second. Yeah, because I don't want them attacking those 2. Because those 2 are my razors. Hopefully that haste can fail.
For the
Yeah, we're going to skip through this. So I want to drag that other knight out here. This is what I want to do. I'm just going to try and rend as much as possible.
Now!
Miss, damn. Okay. So, empowerment and silence, cure, raise, and Esuna. She just does not attack at all, really. I mean, she can hit from here if we really want her to. Which I guess we can do. And just do a little damage. Because I want... Okay, cloak evasion. Cool. I'm going to leave her here because I want to keep them out of the way. Okay. I'm going to have Eustacia go for Gafgarian. Since she's such a big menace. I actually might just have her straight go for this bitch. 48 gets counter tackle. Okay. Maybe I'll keep her in the direction she was before. If I cast Cure, it will not go off before Josian does. Or it will go off before Josian does. Okay, I don't necessarily want it to go off before Josian moves because I'd love to put Josian in there. She's also taking a good amount of damage. Let me do the focus first. Let me do the focus and get her power up, her physical attack up. We're going to move Josian back up to here, where she should be. And instead of black magicking, we're just going to have her start throwing potions and things like that. So she can potion Eustacia.
Hold still.
Because that way we're keeping those up. So haste. Good miss. Double miss. Okay, double miss on haste is great.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Josian got slowed, but we don't really care because we don't kind of want... And a cloak evasion? This is how it went last time, though, is we were getting good things in the beginning, and then we were getting fucked. Oh, he's going after Eustacia. I don't love that, but I can send our thief up here to try and steal the Time Mage. Come on, pretty lady. You know you want to be on our team. Hell yeah, she does. Perfection. Okay. And her targeting Bertram is great. Okay. So, we kind of just want her to stay here. Because I really don't want that knight coming after her. Because she's got a cure and a raise. Ooh, she can cure... Not quite. Not where she's standing, she can't. Where would she have to move to cure him? She'd have to move farther down than this, I think. I don't think she cures 4 out. She does. She does cure 4 out. Okay. We'll send the cure off to cure Ramza there. Then hopefully he doesn't... Ah, he did hit her. That's what I was afraid of. No, you're supposed to target Ramza, you little bitch. No! They're targeting my healers like smart people. What is she gonna cast? Who's she casting? Oh, she's gonna cast haste on Josian. Okay, that's great. We love that. All right, we're gonna protect our Mystic. Let's get up here and protect her. We're just gonna try and keep rending as much as possible.
How about you?
Another miss. Ooh,
I'm not
rending can
dead
be
yet.
so bad. Eustatia's alive, which I love. That's fantastic. We did a focus. I think I want to get up there and just straight slaughter this Time Mystic. 60 damage. Oh, she's so close to just absolutely slaughtering. All right. I'm just going to do the damage. 72. We got her. We got her. Let's go, queen. Haste on Josian. A miss. Damn. It's the trouble with the time wizards. Yeah, he's going to KO her. I'm not surprised. That's why Josian's here. She's still charmed, so now I'm going to come down and I'm going to try and charm the archer too. Okay. Come on, Bertram. Come on, pretty lady. You know you want to join us. Hell yeah! We got 2 women in the fray. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Impudent wretch.
Let's fucking go. Alright. I want to raise Eustacia, but we kind of need to be healing ourselves. Because if I Phoenix down Eustacia, she's far in the lineup, no? Yeah, she's at 11. And we are on 1. I'm a little concerned. Now, the Mystic goes right after us, so if we can move in a space where she can cure us, that's good. So what if we go down here? Because we can't throw a Phoenix down from here, can we? The charm voice reminds me of Jim Carrey, and I don't know why. That's hysterical, and I love it. But then I don't see why we don't just high potion ourselves. Okay, we're gonna high potion ourselves, even near the Mystic.
Yet. I must act.
Okay. We're gonna move her down here, so that she should be in line. Yeah, so we can reach cure on both of them. Now, will cure go off before that dude gets to go? It puts her at 11. Yeah. Wait, it puts her at 11? What do you mean? She goes from 1 to 11? Just for casting cure? What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Okay. That's a lot worse than I thought it was gonna be. Damn, just for casting cure? Holy shit. Alright, I guess we'll just evasive and hope that they can't kill her. Oh, I didn't get out of his range. Shit. Nope, just straight dead. Damn, we might be fucked again. Why does it bring her so far up to cast cure? What the fuck is that about? I guess we'll start running this way. I don't... Well, she can throw a Phoenix down, so maybe I should deal with this guy. You have a rough outline written? Damn, you've done work, Rythan. Holy shit. Oh my god. Ramza can't do anything today. Holy Jesus. He can throw Phoenix down. Bertram, you're usually never alive for me to use a Phoenix Down, but hell yeah, let's go. Oh, he can't throw it, though. He has to be right next to her, so we'll put him right here. Damn, who knew?
'Tis not your time.
She'll probably die in 0.2 seconds, but it's chill. Mostly just the high points, enough to build off of later? Hell yeah. Yes, let's go. I love my charmed ladies. Love my fucking charmed ladies. I'm getting everybody in a corner, though, which I don't care for, but I'm gonna throw her a potion anyways.
My strength returns.
This chick is still charmed at the moment, so I'm gonna run Josian as far away as I can, I think. But we're gonna have to get back to Eustacia, so I don't know if I should. Someone's gonna have to revive Eustacia. Okay, I'm gonna bring her down here. And maybe she'll be far enough away that they can't hit her. Oh my god, his range is huge. Well, fuck me. Okay, never mind. His range is huge. His range is fucking gigantic. Alright, well. I guess we'll just run him forward and try and do a little bit of damage while we're here. He gets a fucking counter tackle. Jesus Christ. We'll try and run him down, I guess, so he can start throwing Phoenix Downs. He can't throw them, though. Only, chemists can throw them. Okay. Now, will a raise get blocked? Here's a good question. Does a raise get blocked? Doesn't look like it, so I'm gonna try it. Oh, but her raise puts her all the way at the top of the stack. God damn it. She's not gonna live through that, is she? Jesus Christ. Well, I think we're gonna have to stop for now. I think I'm way too low leveled. Bertram can't hold the ground just by romancing everybody, I'm afraid. Alright, we're gonna have to stop there. Turn to world map. Oh, well, we'll get our save on and we'll have to come back to it. At least now we can grind a little bit because we've at least got the intermediate city to grind a little bit, which is good. But that'll have to be it for tonight. Yeah, back to the grind, literally. It's why I don't usually play a lot of these games because I'm not a grindy person. It's not my jam. But that's okay. I'll see what I can do before we play again. Yeah, so I will go through and I'll thank everybody. I don't think there's anybody to raid tonight, but I'll double check. Let's see what I got. Oh? Is Ava live playing something Legend of Zelda themed? I didn't even know she knew what Zelda was. Okay, we're definitely gonna raid to Ava then. Because hell yeah. Let me see now. Alright, y'all, jump on the raid train to Ava because we fucking love Ava and apparently she's playing something Zelda themed, which is crazy. And I'm gonna go through and thank everyone who's been here tonight. So thank you to Dadley, as always, for sticking through the game. You're a king. Thank you to Ryden. We had such a cool visual novel thing, and I love that you wrote out the key points. To Andrew for being here. To Kimberly for showing her love. To Fox Daddy for stopping by and telling us his amazing news. We love it. To Mr. Nala for raiding, and Llama God, and everybody that came with on the raid. Thank you so much. I always appreciate y'all. I hope you had a good night. To all my cool new YouTube people who stopped by, like Orange and all these other folks. And I think that's mostly the folks who were here tonight. So that's kind of our goodbye for the night. Again, y'all, Friday the 13th of February, we're going to be doing a Valentine's Day themed stream. And we have a very special event during that stream. So now I don't know what time it's gonna be, So check out the streams on our usual days, Monday, Wednesday of that week, and I'll let you know what time it's going to be. But I highly recommend stopping by on the Friday stream because we have something really fucking special happening that I'm not allowed to talk about. And then also we're going to have some fun announcements in the next couple of weeks on social media if you're interested in the convention stuff. But otherwise, that's kind of it for now. I'll see y'all on Monday. Goodbye.